All right. What's up? Hey, hey, hey. So we need to get like my chat fucking rocking again because this is like crazy. Literally fucking crazy. So I hope everyone's doing well. Uh, People that are watching and not saying anything, you could chat. That would be nice. I don't know why everybody's so fucking afraid to chat in here, but it's really starting to get to me. Especially because I don't like talking to myself or to like two people. And when I see idiots that say use have tons of people in their chat, it's kind of sad. So I honestly cannot even fucking believe what I heard today for multiple reasons. One of the main reasons why I'm like, what the fuck? Because these fake ass fucking bitches, Hartley, Sapphire, when I said something close to what fucking Clue said, I broke the internet. Like everybody fucking made a video. These same people sat over at Granny's, no issues. Not one fucking video has been made. That's why I got a big shout out to these motherfuckers. Go fuck yourself with a purple fucking dildo twice. And then when you take it out, do it again. Now, I can't fault Clue for what she said because I've said similar stuff. So I don't hate on her for that because then I would be a fucking hypocrite. But all these fake ass bitches that had such a fucking problem with me saying it, I don't see one video that Clue said it. I don't see one person fucking bothering Clue about it. And I saw that Sapphire just happened to make another video about me. Sapphire, go fuck yourself hard. You sound and look fucking retarded. Like, seriously. Hartley, you're a fucking joke. All these people that made all these videos that had such a fucking problem with me saying it don't say a motherfucking word about the shit that's going on. You guys are all so fucking fake. It's comical. It's literally fucking comical. Like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I'm totally cool with that. But the hypocrisy from these pieces of shit is fucking like, whoa. Wendy, fat ass Wendy, where's your fucking video about it? We know you watched it. Notorious had no fucking problem with it. I saw these people in chat when I was just recording it, just in case Granny decides to block it. I have the main parts recorded. But like I said, I broke the fucking internet. But for them, nobody's got a problem. I swear, these motherfuckers make videos about me anymore. I'm going to fucking retaliate because I'm so sick and tired of their fake ass hypocrisy. Go fuck yourself hard. And again, go fuck yourself with a purple dildo and then take it out and go fuck yourself again because that's how pathetic you are. And I'm so sick and tired of these bitches having morals for one person and no morals for another. Now it's time to fucking retaliate because now I got nothing to lose. So fuck it, I might as well. I am so sick and tired of their phony bullshit. And I'm not talking about the creators. I'm talking about the assholes that I just fucking named. So tired of it. It's like rules don't apply. The rules only apply to me, but not to other people. Fuck you. Now I'm going to fucking go back to the old Laura on these people, and I'm going to show you what got me my reputation in the fucking first place if these people don't fucking get equal, because then everyone's gonna know what a bunch of fake ass fucking cunts these people are. So sick and tired of it. But moving on. What's up, Fairy Tale? What's up, Sweet Misery, Rock Jam, Debbie? I don't know where everyone is, but honestly, I'm so sick and tired of it. I'm so sick and tired of people running their mouths and then they can't be in my chat, or they're afraid to be in my chat because someone might say something. Go fuck yourself. Because all the cop calling and law biting bullshit that goes on and people have no problem with it, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. I found out today that one of my ex-Patreons, ex-friends, whatever the fuck you want to call her, has a channel about me. There's 101 videos. Holy fuck. You made 101 fucking videos about me? Are you serious, dude? Move on. That's fucking sad. Like, I just discovered it today. That is fucking sad. And allegedly, she admitted it was her. 101 fucking videos about me. I don't talk about you. I don't fucking mention you. I don't give a fuck about you. And you made 101 videos about me? Dude, that's fucking stalkerish. That's like obsession at its finest. Fucking weird as fuck. Hang on. I gotta get a drink. Holy fuck, Connor. Eating a fucking garbage. Sorry about that. My dog likes to fucking get in the garbage. Go. Out. Go. All right. So now that I got that out of the way, hey, Sly. Now that I got that out of the way, so there I was today. Hold on. So there I was today, minding my own business. And one of my Patreons said, hey, so-and-so is on Granny's panel.
Yo, don't hit subscribe. I always try to tell them, but they do it every time. I tell them it's a problem, but they acting like it's fine. I'm begging them to stop, but they leave me with a like.
Thank you, Sweet Misery. Someone on Granny's panel, I'm sorry, Patreon said Clue and GW or something are on Granny's panel. Now, I haven't watched Granny in a long-ass time. So I'm like, okay. So I go over and I start listening. And it was normal. It was fine. Then they start getting into, I don't know how it transpired. But then Barbecue Lady came on. Oh, my God. And then Melissa came on. Or Melissa came on first. Then Barbecue Lady. Now, Granny's video has like almost 20,000 views already. So I'm pretty sure the entire community has seen it already. I think everyone was watching it. And if they weren't watching it on real time, they've watched it afterwards. It was like a 9-hour live, though. But there were certain parts that stood out to me. In all fairness, I got to give Granny credit. She did do a good job holding. One point, she had like, I don't know, looked like 10 people on panel. They were fighting. She did a really good job of holding down the fort and still being attentive. And she did a really good job with it. So kudos to her for that. But Hey, Kelsey. There were so many fucking lies being flung all over. Cop calls, lies about attorneys. Now, I'm going to get more into this as we move forward. However, yeah, wrangling TikTokers is not easy. I call bullshit on a lot of the stuff that was said by Barbecue and Granny about their attorneys. Okay. So once I play it, I'm going to get more into it, but I just want to preface a couple of things because I fought with people on Reddit about this. And Barbecue Lady happened to say something that kind of stuck with me. So both Barbecue and Granny think their attorneys sit there and watch. You must have the worst fucking attorneys in the world because most attorneys are busy. They have other cases. They're not sitting there watching your fucking drama that has nothing to do with your litigation. So let me explain what I mean by that. And I'm fighting with people on Reddit about this. I have had my fair share of attorneys in a horrific civil matter, okay? I have family members that are top-notch attorneys. I have played my own attorney. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Now, could I be wrong about, the way Pennsylvania works? Absolutely, and I'll be the first to admit it. But you can ask an attorney and they will tell you that I'm 100% right. If you talk to any of the LawTube attorneys, Emily Baker, they will tell you that I'm right. And I can't stress this enough. Barbecue Lady and Granny's Watching had a anti-slap, which cost them money, obviously. That was the lawsuit. That was the case. Now, do I think they should have done it? Yeah, I think in the end it worked out well for them. Okay? But this was an action that they chose to do on their own. This was not them fighting some bullshit that was never even accepted by the courts. Everything in their lawsuit, and I keep saying lawsuit, everything in their civil matter, they decided to do. Should they have done it? Absolutely. But it was their choice. Everyone keeps talking about them and the RICO case. I don't know how many times I can say it. They weren't fighting a RICO case because it was never accepted by the courts. Barbecue Lady sat up there like, oh, all the trauma, what I was going through. You weren't going through anything. Nothing was accepted. It was not a case. It was not a trial. It was not even a fucking motion. These morons on the green team, all they did was fucking spew out a bunch of bullshit. That's all they did. It was never accepted by a judge. It was nothing that needed any kind of legal battle. It was never anything that needed an attorney because it wasn't anything to begin with. I don't know how to stress this enough, but any attorney will agree with me. So they want to talk about the headaches they had, and you didn't have anything. Nothing was accepted. There was no court dates. The only court dates that came to fruition were the ones that they caused, which was the anti-slap. And again, it was a good thing. It ended up being a good thing. Do not get me wrong. Do not misunderstand me. It was a good thing. But again, they chose to do that. And it wasn't $50,000 for them to do it. Their lawyers did not even have to look at the RICO shit because it was never a fucking issue. Betty and Nick, I believe, are the ones that wrote it. And I personally believe they stole Lesiak's name. And Lesniak, being an attorney who actually has other cases, had no fucking clue what was going on, had no fucking clue what his name was signed on to, had no fucking clue what his client was doing. That's a personal belief. Can he get in trouble for that? Yeah, he can get in a lot of trouble for that. But I believe that's what happened. I don't think he approved anything, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but I don't think he had to. I believe that everything was just filings in the court. But if it's not accepted by a judge, then it didn't mean anything. And I can't fucking stress this enough. To all the people that think they went through so much, but you didn't go through anything legally. You went through YouTube drama, Reddit drama, Twitter drama. That's it. There was no other drama. There was no legal drama. So when I hear these two idiots sit there and say that their lawyers are watching because they're in litigation, there is absolutely zero reason why your lawyer would be watching women's drama on YouTube for an anti-slap case that was already won already. Make it make sense, people. Your lives have nothing to do with the litigation at all. At all. And I just can't understand how so many people don't know this. There was somebody on the live who did make a comment like, please, your attorneys are not fucking watching YouTube drama. I was like, thank you, somebody with a brain. Because all of these people are acting like their attorneys are sitting there. Barbecue lady said her attorney watched for 3 hours. Well, at $500 an hour, that's $1,500 fucking dollars that you're paying your attorney to watch a YouTube channel. Are you fucking stupid? Or are you just playing it stupid? Then I heard them say that they're still in litigation. Where are you still in litigation? Tell me, where is this fucking litigation? I'd love to know. And with all due respect, if I'm missing something and I don't know the whole story, then someone come in and please tell me. Because this is from what I see, and I don't think I'm missing anything. I think these people are all fucked up. I'm being accused in Reddit of being on the green team. I think everybody involved in this is a fucking con artist. And I told them, I am definitely not on the green team. I'm not on the other side. I am completely fucking independent, and that is how I will stay. Thank you very much. Because I think every single one of them are con artists. You're not still in litigation. You weren't in litigation to begin with because nothing was accepted. You filed an anti-slap law and you won. Now what? Now you go to a judge and a judge is going to, I forgot when they go back, but a judge is going to tell you what you're awarded. Case closed. It's over. If I'm missing something here, someone please tell me. But the amount of bullshit that keeps flowing through these streets is scary. Absolutely fucking scary. And all these criminals know that it's absolute fucking bullshit. Another thing. Now, I don't know Pennsylvania attorneys, but in most civil actions, and again, let me stress, I don't know Pennsylvania. In most civil actions, the person that handles your civil case probably doesn't do your appeal. I know that sounds crazy, But there are appeal attorneys that handle appeals. There are a lot of lawyers that don't do appeals. So if Granny is still raising money because her attorney is not going to do the appeal and she needs another appeal, I get that. Then I'll say nothing about her raising money because appeal attorneys are even more fucking money. So I get that. But A, the other side hasn't filed an appeal yet. 2, the judge may put an end to it. There's a good chance that a judge can say they're not allowed to appeal. It's possible because an anti-SLAPP, this is allegedly the first one in Pennsylvania. So the judge might be able to say whatever the fuck she wants. So barbecue lady or Granny's lawyer may say, we want to put it out there that they cannot appeal. A judge could rule that they can't appeal, and this is what it is, and this is my final word. I don't know if it's constitutional to do that, but you can. I mean, you can. Yeah, the Green Team said they were going to appeal. Hong wrote this whole fucking long, stupid post about appealing. That's why I'm saying appeal. So he's going to appeal eventually. So, and the fact that they're all pretty quiet about it also tells me they're going to appeal. So the fact that they're all acting like, oh, we're still in litigation. There is no fucking litigation. No, not Granny appealed. Hong and them appeal, Granny and Barbecue. So the fact that they are acting like, I don't know if their attorneys do appeals, but again, in many civil cases, they don't. Once they won their case or lost their case either way, then they have to go to a different attorney for an appeal. Like I said, I can't say for sure about Pennsylvania. I'm not 100%. I'm not familiar with Pennsylvania laws or Pennsylvania, the way it works. But I know in multiple other states, you need a different attorney because appeals are a long process and they are a fucking nightmare. And there's tons of paperwork and a lot of lawyers don't want to deal with it. So they win, they move on to their next case. Happens a lot in criminal cases and civil. But if you think I'm wrong, just think of all cases, criminal and civil, where all of a sudden this person has a whole new team for an appeal because most regular lawyers don't do appeals. So again, if that's their case and that's what Granny's still raising money for, so be it. I totally understand. Totally understand. So all right. So these are the main points that I was pointing out. Let me just back up before I start playing the video. And let me make this clear. I've said this multiple times, but I'm going to say it again. The judge did not order damages. The judge ordered attorney's fees. That's it. That is what the judge's final ruling was. Anyone talking about damages, they're wrong. Again, could the judge change her mind in the future? Yeah, she could. But the judge already made the order. You can't change the order. The judge made the order, and the order states they are not giving damages. They are only giving attorney's fees. That's it. Order solved. Order closed. Done. There's no changing that. And the reality of it is there is no damages. There's no damages about a lawsuit that was never accepted into the courts. again, I cannot stress this enough. Ask any attorney. They will tell you that I am correct. You can't, in order to actually be in litigation, you have to have an order signed by the judge or a motion accepted by the judge in order to have a hearing on it. They never even got that far. They never went in front of a judge for the RICO. They just filed a whole bunch of bullshit with no motions, no anything. There's nothing to it. They never even needed a fucking attorney for it. It was a grift. It was total bullshit. And any decent attorney would have told them there's nothing here. Because again, attorneys speak. They have spoken to Lesniak. They knew that Lesniak didn't file this shit. They knew that Lesniak had, what, you know, like, hold on, I gotta let dog in because it's throwing me off here. Okay. When you're in litigation with another party, the lawyers speak to each other. The lawyers call each other. The lawyers say, hey, is this state work for you? That's just what they do. So Barbecue and Granny want people to think that their lawyers never spoke to Lesniak. They did. I promise you they did. Lesniak had to tell them something. They all worked together. At the end of this, Lesniak and Granny's attorney is probably going to go play golf together with the judge because that's what they do. They're all in the same town. They go up against each other. They handle cases together. They handle, opposites, whatever. But they're all in the same area. The only reason why Barbecue and I said this from jump, the only reason why Barbecue and Granny were targeted because they live in Pennsylvania. That's it. Wasn't because they did anything wrong. Wasn't because they are so horrible. It's because they live in fucking Pennsylvania. People are acting like this is news to them. I've been fucking saying this from day one. So, again, a lawsuit, Bullhorn Betty and Granny, I'm sorry, and B are in a lawsuit with each other that have been multiple shit that was accepted by the court. Thank you. Shell, whatever your name is, fucking thank you. I've been saying this for days, if not weeks, and I've been fighting with people forever on this. Forever. Yes, it is not an automatic process. They have to file for attorney fee reimbursement, and whoever said 3 times the fees are rewarded, it's false. Thank you. I have been fighting with people on Reddit about this who think that they're going to be fucking millionaires. Oh my God. You guys couldn't be more wrong if you fucking tried. So thank you for being a voice of reason, because I have been saying this for a long time. All right. So the bullshit was flying today. So that's like my preface of what you guys are going to hear. I've listened to it now 3 times. Once when I went for a walk, once earlier, and just now when I was recording some of it. Oh my God. It's fucking insane. These people are nuts. Every single one of them. One thing I will say, Barbecue Lady is a fucking liar. And TikTok people don't have the balls to be on YouTube. That's all I'm going to say. And if you're around, I could use you. Is Lycan even still around? And let me also say, and I know people are like, what are you fucking crazy? I kind of feel bad for QB. And I'm going to tell you why. Queen Bee is making roughly $2,000 to $3,000 a week on Barbecue Lady. A week. And if you think I'm wrong, just count up the super chats, memberships, and everything. We're talking a couple of $100 a day, 7 days a week. Barbecue Lady is dropping at least $3,000 a week to QB for like months already. I don't blame QB for kind of kissing her ass and taking her side on stuff. I don't blame her. But that puts QB in a really bad fucking predicament. Really bad. Because like I said, Barbecue Lady is a fucking liar. And she's a fraud. And she's a fucking snake. And she is, like I said, she bought her way onto QB's panel. And she basically bought her friendship to QB. Now, Ellie's in here, so I'm going to use Ellie as an example. I don't think I've ever seen Ellie super chat Queen Bee. And I don't think I've ever seen QB kick Ellie off panel. Now, Ellie could be a millionaire, giving her tons of money behind the scenes, but I highly doubt it. So, if you were a cool person or a person that QB liked or respected, you wouldn't need to buy your spot. And I just think it's sad that she had to buy her fucking spot to guarantee that QB would like her. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking weird. Doesn't have the balls to be on YouTube because they're fucking cop callers. That's why. They are absolute cop callers. They are pussies. They don't know how to just fucking fight fire with fire. I can't comprehend all these pussy-ass bitches calling fucking police every other day. It's disgusting. But you're going to hear all that. Hang on. I think almost everybody in this community went on this panel today. No joke. Oh, another thing that the whole world went fucking crazy over, that I broke the internet when somebody lied and said that I gave out addresses or I looked people up. I think it was Capone that ran around saying that. There were videos. People were afraid to buy candles. But thankfully, my real customers were like, nah, Laura's never done that. Laura would never fucking give out an address. Well, this ignorant bitch named Barbecue Lady says on a panel on TikTok how she's got everyone's address and she's going to go after people and she's going to find out who did this. And oh my God, are you and not one video has been made about it. Is everybody hoping that she drops money on them like she does Queen Bee? Unfucking believable. Oh, wait, someone left me a message. I didn't even know. I didn't even know this was in here until just now. Sabif Fam writes, Laura, since you're watching, the judge ruled, but this shit isn't over. Granny can countersue, and if people want to help with that, they can. Also, they still have a court date that will cost money. This is the kind of shit that is ridiculous. Why would she countersue? What is she countersuing for? The biggest waste of fucking money. Get it out of the courts. You didn't want to be in the courts in the first place. Get it the fuck out of the courts. You want justice? You don't do it in the court system. Like, why is YouTube now? Like, I'm glad I'm not part of them anymore. Everything is now sue happy. People hated when Betty did it to fucking Granny. But I keep saying Granny. When Betty did it to fucking, what's her name? Queen Bee. But now it's, oh, well, we can countersue. What are you countersuing? Just fucking end it. You won. Be done. Fucking crazy. Exactly. Easier said than done once you're in the court system. That is true. BJ is crime at best. Sammy, really? The fuck panel do you think you're on? Okay. Now everyone keeps saying we're not into your TikTok drama. You're not? Because the panels that have these people, a couple thousand watching, almost 20,000 people have watched this video. I think you are into TikTok drama. And tell me what Law Nerd is doing in a drama chat. Sit the fuck down, you fake ass fools. Because a law nerd loves to hear someone use the word use. Use guys. Get the fuck out of here. All right. I don't know if I'm starting at the right spot, but hopefully we are.
What are you going to do with that information?
Right.
And not only that, but like you didn't give a shit that this person had a record when you were friends with them. So why are you demonizing?
You know, and words from barbecue is we have a lifetime bond, Tammy and I, and it's really unfortunate that how easily that lifetime bond can fucking go south. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it
Um,
sucks. And it sucks. And
it
it sucks when
does.
people do come out.
By the way, somebody above was looking out for me when I left this chick a message and she never wrote me back. I'll believe in God because somebody, and I'm so glad they did intercept that because this bitch is fucking crazy. Like, she is so much drama. I have never seen a grown woman have this much drama that surrounds them and then tries to act like she's innocent. Stay the fuck away.
Personal things. Now, as far as proof goes, I'm sorry, but I did find that the message she showed that literally says I'm recording, I did see that as proof.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
But what was that in regards to? Was it even in regards to that day? You know what I'm saying? That couldn't that message
Yo,
have
don't
been
forget to subscribe. I always try to tell them they do
Thank
it
you,
every
Rock
time.
Tim.
I tell them it's a problem, but they acting like it's fine. I'm begging them to stop, but they leave me with a like.
about any situation? Like, how does it prove that it was in regards to that day they were at lunch?
Well,
You know?
the date kind of proves that.
Oh, the date was up there? Okay, that's right. I mean,
Well,
um,
to an extent, but she says she admitted that she had a record, right? Like
she
she's
admitted
never.
it after it came out. I mean, you can't
Oh,
deny it at that point. There's no turning back, there's no denying.
I
And
thought she
I
was
mean,
always open about like we're the
no.
MFers. I'm felon friendly. I admit, as first thing I did was come out and say I have a record. I was a drug addict. I'm a felon. It is what it
Right.
is.
Well, actually, I was going to say Granny actually denied that she was a felon, but no, she didn't because she said she couldn't get a job because she had a felony on her record. My bad. She said she never went to jail.
No, that was not the case. And a lot of the YouTubers don't know the ins and outs because they weren't on TikTok for the past year. You know what I
Right.
mean? I started off on TikTok, so I
But
know all the ins
that's
and outs
still.
when it comes to them.
But even if she comes on and pretends to be a Southern Belle, what is her record from 10 years ago? What does that take away that she
No,
can't be the
it's
same
not.
person today?
No, absolutely, and anybody can change.
What happens next? Well, what are you going to do with my address?
Hey,
Right?
Granny. Hey, Clue.
Hey,
Okay, I do have something to say. First, I need to ask Clue if she remembers this. Clue, do you remember in Discord a
thank
few
you,
weeks
Boogie.
ago when I had said something to you in the Discord when we were on the voice chat about something coming out about that my boundaries had been crossed at that point, and she barefaced lied to me on the phone about some of the messages. Which is, it's not that
Oh,
big of a deal.
I'm not believing you, Alabama. I'm not believing you. I just want to make that clear. It's not that I don't believe you. I just personally didn't see it. I wouldn't allow people to attack you or anybody in my chat to that extent.
Too.
Yeah, see, I disagree. I think they were friendly before, but I don't think they've been friendly in a. I appreciate that. How about you, Gypsy?
Yeah, I'm real.
You know what I'm saying? But no, she did not come up and publicly apologize. No, she did.
By the way,
We'll find out. You want to know how we'll find out? Because I got everybody's address that ordered a cookbook, and Google is a wonderful thing. Google Earth, Street View. You don't think that fucking true crimers are gonna find that fucking sidewalk or driveway?
I guess the fact that you said we and then you said true crimers are going to find it implies that you're giving out the address to others to help you search to see who did it. That would be the implication I took from that. I mean, does anybody disagree, or is that?
If I ever said anything like that, there would be 1,000 fucking videos made. So this goes back to what I said in the beginning. Where are the videos, Hartley? Where are the videos, Sapphire, any of these people that like to call people out? So how come that's not being called out? I don't see Ash. I don't see any of you bitches saying anything about that. Why? Because you're all fake as fuck. That's why.
How it sounds to you? Like
I
between
agree.
all of us, we'll find it. Matched to your driveway and grass, so that does imply that you gave out somebody's address. To be honest, I mean, right there shows it.
Is this the same kid? Hold on. Is this the same kid that got messages out of my Discord and put them on a video?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know these people.
Let me ask here. Go ahead, Kayla.
Yeah.
Is this the same kid that got messages out of my Discord and put them on his fucking TikTok? Is that the same Brett we're talking?
So let me give you guys a little background in case you didn't know. Barbecue Lady is freaking the fuck out because somebody decided to burn her cookbook. They bought it and burned it. She's having a shit conniption over it. She even went as far as to say that it's a hate crime. These people can't be this fucking ignorant. But oh yes, they actually are. They're going on and on and on about somebody burned her book and she's having a fucking conniption over it. Big fucking deal. Like somebody else said, bitch, you already got paid. Who gives a shit? It is the funniest crap, I know. But the fact that you have 9 people on panel and nobody knew what the fuck a hate crime actually is? These people consider themselves educated? Wow.
Talking about?
Oh, Brett. Okay. I didn't know.
I don't even know the fucking kid. I don't really.
There's one way to stop it. If there's a recording, make a video and put it out. You don't have to do a live stream so everybody can attack you. Make a video and put it out. And then let everybody decide. Instead of all this bickering back and forth. He said, she said, we said.
Well, they did put out videos and let everybody decide.
Send over whoever, but I've witnessed it myself and I think it's wrong. Right. So this is before even like this whole
show if there was a mole in Discord. It was not used in litigation.
Yeah. I think that's wrong. Unless she is.
And I really felt like I was losing brain cells until Barbecue Lady came up. Then I knew for sure I fucking lost brain cells.
Neglecting the dog, not taking her to the vet. And I'm sure the vet would say.
She takes good care of the puppies.
That's
People can disagree with her breeding, but she's not abusive towards the animal. She takes
100%.
great care of them.
100%. And I agree with that's what I'm saying. You know, like
a police report against Salty. Also, some
your reflection of your.
Oh yeah, it represents me. My mods know they represent me, whether they're in my chat or not. They represent me. Yeah.
Right. So unfortunately, you can throw anything. I could sit there and say, you know, like, I don't agree saying that barbecue has a puppy mill. I don't know. You know, I think that's wrong. Unless she is neglecting the dog, not taking her to the vet. And I'm sure the vet would say.
She takes good care of the puppies.
That's what
People
I'm
can
saying.
disagree with her breeding, but she's not abusive towards the animal. She takes great care of them.
100%. And I agree with that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, like you cannot like it, but you don't go to the extent of reporting and get those dogs taken away. Like if they go to a vet and they do, you don't have to like it, but you don't have to sit there and make it so it's hell, And I'll say that for her. It's just all around. But someone can pop on a panel and say, I saw Barbecue on live and she kicked Banjo across, which is not true. This is me. I'm saying a false scenario.
Didn't they do that to Brittany? I'm pretty sure they did that to Brittany. Every single person on this panel did that to Brittany and the cat. Am I wrong?
Did not happen.
Brittany that kicked the
Don't
cat.
flip
But
it.
No,
Okay.
We get the sentiments without you saying it. We understand what you're saying. People,
you know what I'm saying, but it's taken as true. That's it. It happened, and then she's gonna have to prove it, and then she's crazy. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you'll pull in your whole minions group, and then they come for you like literally like this is the witch trials. It's strange. So
how the fuck does Queen Bee and Granny say nothing? They did that to Brittany. Like that exact fucking scenario to Brittany. And yet nobody's saying a word. What the fuck am I missing here? Are these people fucking dense? You got Granny over here. Oh yeah, I agree with you. You just did it to Brittany.
So that's all I want to say. But if you want proof of that, I got it. And I just
Barbecue's up here now if you want to let her respond to what you're saying.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Yeah. Yes, I did fly to Daytona Beach and filed a 4-page police report against Salty. Also submitted a 30 gigabyte flash drive after one of her pants.
Okay, now listen to this carefully. She lives in Pennsylvania. She flew to Daytona Beach, Florida, to file a police report that she could have done over the phone, by the way, to file a police report against another creator for bullshit on the internet. Yes, you heard that correct. But it gets worse.
Panel guests threatened my life. So I'm sorry if you want to
then go to the panel guest.
That's acceptable.
File a police report against the panel guest. She didn't threaten your life.
Actually, yeah, well, I don't know who the panel guest is. And
so again, a panel guest, someone popped on the panel and allegedly threatened her life. But she doesn't even know who it is. And yet she's going to fly to Daytona to file a police report against the holder of the channel. Are you fucking joking? Why? But she doesn't even know who the panel guest was. But somebody called the FBI on this too.
somebody called that into the FBI, not me. But for you to sit there and say that I went to wear salty rollerblades and all of her favorite places, that's not what happened. I flew down there. I got there in an evening. The next day that night I went out. We had one of my friends came with us, had a couple drinks at a bar. Mind you, I've already been to Daytona Beach years ago. So I already know where I like to go on Daytona Beach. And I had already been to that bar before I knew who Salty was about 4 years ago. So Salty can say whatever she wants. Like, oh, she went to all my favorite
salty,
places.
though. Like,
but you're saying you're saying that what Salty said was a fact.
I'm not
that I went around to all.
I'm saying what I watched.
You watched me go to one of Salty's favorite bars. How would I know where Salty's?
In your commentary in your video.
That's bullshit. And I didn't go to where Salty rollerbladed. I don't know where the fuck she rollerblades, and I don't care.
The question was, did you actually go to Florida? Right?
Yeah, I did.
Follow the report.
Absolutely.
And someone questioned you. And in response, you made a video of where you were and proved that you were in her part and where she lived. But if you were afraid of her,
well, actually, it was a different county.
Why would
to
you
be
go?
honest? And it was a different county. First of all,
what she's kind of saying is like, if you were actually afraid of this person, why would you even let them know that you're in the neighborhood?
Correct.
Like
I didn't. I didn't. I went there.
Okay. So she just got called out, and Granny's right on this, but she just got called out for making a video to say that she was in Daytona Beach. By the way, I've watched Salty. I didn't know where she lived. But thank you for letting me know she lives in Daytona Beach. Fucking dumbasses. But it seems that she then made a video saying that she was in Daytona Beach. But now she's saying no.
I did go live, but I didn't show where I was at. I didn't show what I was doing.
And you made sure that it sounded like you were
Made
it's
sure
snarky.
what
It really
sounded.
is like you always have one up on someone. You know,
Snarky
and
is
that's a
not
lot of
standing up for
thing that
somebody.
don't
Actually,
talk over me.
Salty was pissed because she didn't get support for her North Carolina trip. And on
Okay.
September 30th, and I know the date because I was at the vet putting one of my puppies to sleep, which
Okay.
Tammy, who's made an account, Barbecue Unethical Puppy Mill, who's been in everybody's chats.
I wouldn't know about that.
Well, I do. And
Okay.
and so hold on, let me refresh what I was saying, because you kind of got me thrown off
May
here.
I
But
speak for a second?
Why?
Barbecue, you said that you didn't let anybody know, but don't your lives go down as soon as you stop? I mean, like, I don't understand TikTok, so I'm asking.
Correct.
I'm not
you can download them.
Yes, the creator can.
Okay, but
Yeah.
like, if you don't download them, then they just disappear.
Correct.
After 30
We
days,
can never
yes.
see them.
I'm sorry.
After 30 days, yeah.
Okay, let me sum this up for those in the back. If you don't see TikTok live, you're not going to see it. You have to watch it live. That's what they're trying to say. I don't know why they couldn't just say that outright, but yeah.
Oh, so it stays up for 30 days? Like, I could
No, you can download it for
live?
30 days.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know how TikTok worked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's just a lot of things that YouTubers might not really realize. But yeah, so Salty was pissed on September 30th because she had messaged me and asked if I could share her lives, that she was going to North Carolina and needed support. And I was sitting at the vet. I was putting a puppy to sleep, and I was, for a few days after that, grieving what I had just experienced. It's horrible.
Okay, and that's
Horrible thing.
between you guys, and I understand that. And that's a situation between two grown adults that you both have your own issues.
By the way, does anyone know who GY is? There's Dina Weeks. I love her. But I thought GY was Melissa. But now that I'm looking at it, I realize it's not. But I don't know who GY is.
My issue as a viewer, okay, is there is no reason to send out, or, whatever, have a whole crew and have these lives to come after someone or to constantly, it's your character. I think
So
that is what I'm saying.
Did you miss the
Whatever
last
issue
6
you
months?
have amongst people, that's fine.
So you think it's okay for Salty to put out 20 videos a day for months on end about me, and then I finally stand up for myself, and now I'm the bully?
So can we put that in perspective? If it's 20 videos a day, what are they, 30-second clips?
I don't know.
What's the max? A minute? 5?
You can do 10-minute videos.
Okay, so let's say 10 minutes videos. Okay, and you just said 20. All right, so how many minutes is that? Right? How long is that?
How many videos is 30 gigabytes?
I don't care about the gigabytes. I'm saying time-wise. So if you want to compare that, say she made 20 videos about you, right, for an extended amount of time, that'd be no different than a live that we're having today on YouTube, which is, would be like a complete discussion.
Indy is GY, Ellie? I don't see Indy. But who's GY? I can't see Indy. So someone tell me who GY is.
So if it's a rebuttal video, and that goes for both of you in regards to what you're discussing, okay, I see that as reasonable because you don't do lives that are like this, where it's like someone comes on panel, there's an actual background and discussion, and then viewers get a better picture and can also review it later, is what I'm saying. A lot of times when you're coming over here, it is according to your view, which anybody would do, and I understand that. Your view, how you're perceiving it as your, I don't want to say victim, but like, how it affects you as a person, right? On TikTok. The problem is here, right? We're only, and if you happen to say it a certain way and someone else that is coming on from TikTok that has a problem with you, let's say, Tammy, I'll use that for an example, tries to say, well, no, it wasn't like that. And you have a stronger personality and you send in your,
I don't send anybody. I don't send anybody.
Really quick, while there's a pause,
can
Deanna,
I say this part?
Wait, 1 second. Deanna, just make sure you turn down either your volume or mute YouTube in the background. Sorry, go ahead, ladies.
May I say this part? I know for a fact, watching your lives on TikTok, when I was watching this case early on, it'd be no different than me listening right now, right here, to Granny's panel, okay? And what her show, all right? You play YouTube videos that are live, like Granny's watching, or Queen Bee on your live while you're right here, on TikTok. You'll play it on another device, and your viewers, okay, can listen to what someone is saying on panel, like right now, me on YouTube, okay? And then you'll say, really, I'm going to go on panel right now, and I'm going to go say something. When you do that, you're sending your group of viewers that are watching you right now on TikTok to follow you to YouTube. So then they automatically will follow you because you are restreaming at the same time. Right or wrong. And it's true.
Dude, you guys all do that over here. You guys all replay everybody's shit.
I'm not, you guys, I don't do that.
Okay.
I'm saying, but when it's a live video, you're live on TikTok.
Oh, well, she's saying like, all right, you're live and the other creator's live, and you say, I'm going to go over and comment. You know that your viewers are also going to comment.
Correct.
That's what she's saying.
Well, I mean, I don't instruct people to follow me over there. I can't.
In a way, I'm not saying that you're instructing it, but in a way, it is leading when you're saying, I'm going to go on panel right now to Grace watching, and I'm going to say something to Gypsy Trails.
To defend myself?
But has nothing to do with that barbecue. I'm saying when you do that, because you're streaming, they're not watching YouTube in real time. They're watching your stream. The natural human response will be, if they're your creator,
okay,
they like,
I'm not responsible for what other people
then
do
you
or
can't,
say.
then you have to agree with that then, with saying that Salty isn't responsible for her viewer then this.
This was such an excellent point by GY, and it went right over their heads. Right over. Zoom. Tell Indy to type something, because I unblocked her.
It supposedly gave you a death threat. You can't blame the creator. It would be the same thing.
Salty was hosting the live and said I bullied someone to death.
TikTok too.
Salty was hosting the live and said that I bullied someone to death.
About
so you think it's okay for people to say that people bullied to
death
and then threaten them, saying that they should die too? Now, you're basically saying that I was wrong for going to Florida, and you said that I stalked Salty at all of her favorite places, which is absolutely false. I went to one bar and I went back to the hotel, and I walked there. It's not about Salty, right?
I'm saying your own words, though. You're saying it's okay for you, but it is not okay for others. Prime example. It is not okay for anyone to talk to your mother. I understand you have history.
Oh,
I
don't
am
even.
not saying that should be downplayed. No, please hear me out.
Don't. No,
I'm not saying that should be downplayed.
Wait. She doesn't listen. If she doesn't want that trauma revisited, we're not going to revisit it. Find another way.
But you
already
say
fucking mentioned
other people can't talk to the person. You can't say that this person's bad if that person reaches out to them and be mad at them.
Well, so
if
you
they have
don't
an
think that there's
interaction, and that
ulterior
goes for
motive of a
anyone.
woman who has fucking stalked me her
Look,
entire
I'm not
fucking
getting,
life?
but how would the normal person know that? We don't. We're viewers. I don't know that. I truly don't know anything about your
obviously
history.
you know.
I
Obviously,
only know
everybody
about,
knows because Chase
I don't.
and Crime and Ocean and Chaps and Bertha.
I don't even know who those people are, Barbecue.
Well, then
all
I guess
I know
then
is
how
what,
do you know all this stuff if you've been
because
watching all
what
along? And you're
Tammy
such
said
a
on
yeah,
her
yeah.
her live
hearsay.
just now that was showing receipts, and
Showing
she
receipts
said
of what?
that she got in trouble, or she, you were mad, or something, because your person or whatever, that person had friended her and then tried to reach out. That's what I'm talking about. I know nothing.
I don't even
and
know
I
what
don't
you're
want to
talking
know.
about. Are you talking
That's-
about Tammy's ex-husband's wife who messaged me that
That's
we
what I'm
never
getting at. So you
just
said
like
Tammy's ex-wife messaged you.
me.
Then you
Yep.
can't be mad that if someone else, the person
But
you don't want people
but the
talking
fact
to
of it is she lied and said
reaches out to
she
them.
exchanged phone numbers. No, the fuck I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't even have that lady's fucking phone number.
I'm
Okay.
just saying
Okay.
it goes both
Everybody.
ways. I think it's
I
a
was just
character thing.
fixing to
I
say,
think,
can we
be more
can we
open,
move
instead of
on?
always
Because we're
being
not getting
abrasive.
anywhere.
Hold up.
Don't be abrasive.
Please.
Maybe take
Hold
a
on, let them
minute.
talk it out for a minute, ladies. Hold on, they're getting there. They're
I mean,
finding
I'm
common
grown.
ground.
You have to sometimes reflect. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. This is a different, platform, and not everybody is wrong and you're always right. And it's everybody
I
else.
never
Sometimes
said
you have to
everybody
take a
was wrong and
minute
I'm right.
and reflect that if you don't
I
want
never
done to
said that.
you,
You're putting words in my mouth.
I said reflect, and sometimes think think of stuff, because your view, for me as a viewer, you're always like.
Let me also tell you how I know that she's full of shit. Barbecue Lady is totally full of shit about her reasonings to go to Daytona Beach. Unless you're going after her in a civil suit for money, the actual crime is, better way to say this is you file a police report where the incident happened, not the other person's town. You would file it in your hometown, not in somebody else's. And she claims that she has this, all these attorneys and everything else. Any attorney would have told her that. That was nothing more than intimidation for Salty. And if anyone can't see that, just look up the law. It happened in Pennsylvania because that's where she was. So the only way that she would have had to go to Daytona is if she was filing on a civil suit and asking for money. Then it would be on Daytona. So for her to sit up there and act like she just went there to file a report, no, bitch, you went up there because you wanted to intimidate Salty. Ha ha, I'm here. Because their police station can't do jack shit. You don't live in Daytona. And the crime didn't happen in Daytona. It allegedly happened in Pennsylvania because that's where you were harmed. That's where the crime is. So you're full of shit once again.
You're being bullied. Well,
I am. Absolutely.
Okay, I can burn a cookbook. I could burn a cookbook.
And let me also add, you are grown women. Bullying is for children. Bullying is a term for children. Believe me, if you want to go by that word, go look up my name on fucking YouTube. I've been bullied left and right. But you know what? I don't look at myself as being bullied because that's a childish term. That is what happens to little kids. Little kids are fucking bullies. Grown women in their 40s, 50s, 30s is not fucking a bully. If you don't want to be bullied, then get the fuck out of drama. Plain and simple. Don't sit here and be in all this drama and then cry victim. Sit the fuck down.
In front of your face. If I wanted to barbecue, I bought it. You can't then send in a group of people and then write in messages, I'm going to find out who it is. You know, it's really great. You know that
I am going to find out who did it. It's
Why?
a fucking hate crime. But you guys are sitting here saying that I fucking shared
I'm
shit
a
to Brett
consumer.
Norton. I never fucking shared addresses of anybody to fucking Brett.
But why say
Go
it
ask
all?
Brett. Why don't you go ask Brett instead of
I don't know
listening
the
to
person.
everybody else?
I'm asking you
Okay, well
what
then
was
you
going to
can't
be your
speak
end
on
goal.
it.
What
You
was
can't
going to
speak
be your
on it.
end goal
If
when
you're
you
not
found out who
willing
it
to
was?
do your own due diligence and actually go to the person and ask them, and you're willing to believe
Why?
a fucking rumor, then you don't have any room to speak on it because
No,
you
no,
don't
no.
know the truth. You
If the
didn't go to the
person burned
source.
your this is just platonic. A person burned your cookbook because they don't like you now. Let's just say, right? That seems why.
Yeah, it all
right?
yeah.
Why
Misty
did it matter
H,
who it was?
But I don't think that's a hate crime necessarily.
Misty
say that.
H with a turtle in Tammy's Discord suggested it to all of the people in the Discord. We should all burn our cookbooks. We should send our cookbooks to people we hate.
Okay.
You're
Well, why
getting
was
paid
it
for them. What's
let
the
them do it?
complaint?
I mean, if that's their money that they want to throw it out
The
window,
point is
you
they
still got paid. Why
I
do
was
you care?
going to say they bought them. Who cares if they ship them to Afghanistan?
Right. I mean, I don't know why you care and you want to find out who it is.
You got the money. Who cares?
Okay, two things here. Barbecue lady, and to the rest of the idiots on panel. Not all of them, just some of them. A hate crime involves violence, not burning a book. A hate crime is motivated by prejudice. That's what a hate crime is. Usually pertaining to groups of race, religion, color of your skin, your background, not burning a fucking cookbook that they paid for. How these people do not understand this blows my fucking mind. How uneducated these idiots are. All of them, not all of them, most of them. And nobody is saying anything to correct it. I would think that more people would have known what a hate crime is, that they had to contact their fucking attorneys for it. Wow. And they have 2,000 people in their lives, and I got 135. What is wrong with this picture? You don't need to, Google is your friend. You don't need to fucking if you don't know what a hate crime is, just fucking Google it. Why are you paying an attorney to answer a simple fucking question that you could have got on Google? Wow. But I think in a minute we're going to see the subs. You'll see. You'll see what I mean.
I never.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, but can I please
Can
say
I
something?
I'm gonna get off, and I just want you to think
Thank
about
you.
that. Sometimes
Thank you. I'm not thinking about anything that you said because you didn't live
Okay,
through
that was
anything
rude.
that I have. I don't
Don't be
care if it's rude. I'm not. I'm saying I don't care what you have to say. That's not
I'm
being
sure you
rude. It's just
don't.
saying I don't care.
All right, I think Deanna wanted to say something. Go ahead, Deanna. She's been very patient. I think that's the one that's accused of the book, right? Am I right on that, barbecue?
She admitted it in Tammy's comment section on Friday.
Okay, so that's
mind you.
Deanna.
Mind you, after that live I had, I left. I've been gone for 4 days. I haven't even been home. I was gone all last week. Today is the first day that I've been home all day since I left last week. So I don't have time to go look through people's addresses or anything like that. I haven't had time to do any of that shit. But the fact that someone else took the time to look into it, that's not on me because I never shared any addresses with anybody.
But you made the statement in the first place.
I didn't have time to get to it yet.
To do, of course, if anybody
and I didn't do it.
Is going to look into it.
I didn't have a chance to yet.
Why though? You didn't need to in the first place. The person's a consumer. I purchased the book.
Because a lot of people are upset that's the reaction, that people dissected my cookbook, want to point out typos, call it a fucking coloring book. That is my business too. You're literally.
If someone buys a candle and decides to smash it, I still got fucking paid. Do you think I give a shit? I'm not going to cry like a little baby. I'm going to laugh and say their loss. The way she's going on about a fucking cookbook, big deal. So they wanted to burn it. Who gives a fuck?
Degrading my business and disseminating what you thought was, there's lots of books that have typos in it. Who gives a fuck? You know why I made that cookbook? Let me just tell you why I made that cookbook. I started that cookbook. Let me go out here to my book here.
You're
I
a
have it all
public
written down.
figure on a platform.
Because she has a sob story behind it. It's okay. Because she has a sob story of why she started it. Exactly, brutally. And I hate to say it like that, but it's true. I don't give a fuck what you do with the candle after you buy it. You still bought it. Like, if you want to I can't say burn it because you're going to burn it. But if you want to smash it against the wall, so be it. That's your choice. But I'm not going to cry about it. I mean, she sounds like a fucking moron.
Platform, people are going to criticize things. That's just how it goes. There's no need to
I
retaliate or find out who it was.
Let me finish what I was
Barbecue
saying.
lady, have you ever heard of Balenciaga?
Yeah.
Balenciaga. Do you realize people were burning his
Yes.
shoes because
Yeah.
it's their protected constitutional right to do
Yeah, I
that?
do.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let me just put this out there to my Patreons, members, subs, haters, lovers, doesn't matter. If any of you ever act like this chick Regina is going to act, I promise you I will disown you forever. Forever. I was cringing listening to her. Cringing. The way she kisses Granny's ass and Granny says nothing. I would be embarrassed. I'd be like, oh my God, please shut the fuck up. Please. Please do not do this. Embarrassing.
But I'm just going to say this. After everything Granny has went through protecting freedom of speech in a lawsuit, you have the audacity to hunt down someone
I didn't
else
hunt down
for
anybody. So
No, but you put people up to it. You did.
I did not put anybody up to it. Do you have proof of that?
Whenever you called for people to figure it out,
do you have
you
proof?
put that out there.
How would people
It was
figure
just
it out
over
if they
here.
don't
The
have
messages were just over here, barbecue. It's over. It's going over your head. Listen to what I'm telling you.
It's not going over my head. I never shared the addresses with Brett,
just went through with Granny. The fight you just went through with Granny over protected constitutional rights, and you're gonna hunt down a supporter for burning your cookbook. That is backwards. I never said I was going to release. And earlier, whenever you said she makes videos of me every day, and it's you know who you sounded just like, and I don't know if anybody else heard it, but I heard Brittany J in there. I'm just saying.
Oh, well, that sucks. But I never did anything. I never shared any addresses with Brett. There's no proof of that. Again, just people putting shit out. So you don't think that Brett, which I haven't even talked to Brett. Actually, I was on a panel with Brett and Character and somebody very briefly last week. But that's the first time I've actually been on and seen Brett in a box. But to say that I shared addresses, that's completely false.
It was you implying that you.
Okay, this is why Barbecue Lady is a fucking asshole. There was a recording where she fucking said it. She's like, you guys heard it before. She's fucking nuts.
You have all these people's addresses.
You did say
supported your cookbook.
I absolutely do have everybody's address, but have you seen me put them out? No.
A walkway, and there's true crime people that could sure look for that. Why even catcall that? I don't get that. You know what? People like your book, they hate it. It's like is always someone.
Excuse me, can I ask a
from
question?
my point of view that you're mad at, and someone's doing something wrong to you, and maybe sometimes you have to say, hey, maybe I'm kind of contributing too, and I should probably reflect on myself. Not everyone is against you. I can burn your book. I can.
Yeah, you
I
can,
bought it.
but I
And if you
still
don't
think
like
it's fucked up to put a
May I
video
ask a
out
question?
on a clip
Well,
channel.
Hold on. Hold on. Let
May I ask
Deanna.
a question?
Not
On
you,
that
Barbecue. She can
video
finish.
that we just saw of you saying that you were gonna burn or look up the addresses, was that on a live or
Yeah,
It was a TikTok live.
Yes.
It
yeah,
was
it
a
was
TikTok
TikTok live.
So you put that out for everybody to see. What do you think they're gonna think?
What do you
Right, your
think people
followers
thought when
will
the
want to
video's
binge
being
it
shared
for
of it
you.
being burnt?
Hold on.
Why
let
would
us-
someone
Not
put a
trying to be
video of
rude,
it being
Barbecue,
burnt?
at all.
All right,
I
hold
like
on.
you. I'm not trying to be rude.
You guys got to let the person, if you ask a question, you have to let them respond. Barbecue
I didn't
said,
hear
how
it.
do you think people felt seeing the book burned?
I would have not cared, really.
Sure. So she wrote it. She cared, but you know.
But
Well,
but
I mean,
what
I
I
would
was saying,
care, but I would be like, well, that's pretty stupid to waste your money.
what I had what I
Yeah,
had initially said was that I started writing that cookbook on October 14th. And the reason that I started writing the cookbook because I thought that it would be a good distraction going through all the fuck shit that At Night Media was doing. And so I put my focus somewhere where it would distract me. And writing those recipes and keeping my brain distracted, it took me months to write all of that. Okay, I don't know how much you guys can handwrite, but I hand wrote everything. And that was the purpose, to distract me, to keep me from being in a darker place than I was already at. And so the purpose of the cookbook was to make something good out of a bad time. Period.
Right,
So it's okay
but-
for you to use an
hold on.
outlet for your emotional grief, but someone doing it, burning your book as an emotional outlet is wrong?
Well, this would be my question to that. So these people, though, they did buy it to support you because there's a fair point in saying, like, who really needs a cookbook in 2025? We have Google. So why would you now use that information, whether they dislike you or not, to kind of like blackmail them over the burning of it? Because you had terrified everybody who bought one. You know what I mean?
I don't think I terrified everybody who bought one. And
no,
I have
me as
and
a
I have not.
creator, I mean, as a subscriber,
Smarty,
I didn't
hold
buy
on,
one,
honey.
and you scared me. I'm scared now. What if I buy something from an actual creator and not through like Spotify or something? Then if I piss them off, are they going to?
Right, it reflects into the
Retaliate.
future.
Agreed.
Go ahead, Deanna. I know you've been waiting patiently.
No, and it's fine. I was going in Barbecue's lives and she was cooking and I encouraged her. I was like, you need to write a cookbook, you know? I encouraged her. Did I agree with everything Barbecue's ever done? Absolutely not. I messaged her. I supported her. I defended her. But I did burn that cookbook. And I did state that in Tammy's live. And I think personally, I'm 58 years old. And for Brat,
Let me just tell you guys a little story. Thank you, Fur Baby. I was thinking the exact same thing. When I first started making candles, I had a verbal contract with a very, very big creator, like almost 1 million subscribers. And he had announced this collaboration. And my haters, one of them being Sapphire, contacted him. She's crying over a fucking burning of a book from her ex-friends. Try your business getting destroyed from a bunch of fucking haters running their mouth to the point that people don't even want to fucking deal with it. Imagine that, Barbecue Lady. And I cried less than you are. I didn't even make a fucking big deal out of it. Like, and you're crying over a burnt fucking book. That collaboration could have changed my life. And haters like Sapphire fucked that up. And I cannot for the life of me believe that you're sitting here crying like a little fucking bitch over something that's not even coming close to that. Like, ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And like Fur Baby's OG drama. Hey, Amber. Fur Baby is OG drama. When I saw her, I was like, oh, someone that's going to understand. I have been crucified in this community for a lot less than what half these people do. And yet nobody's saying a word. The same people that fucking crucified me. And Fur Baby can attest to this. These people do 10 times worse and nobody says a fucking word. Pathetic.
Norton, first of all, to imply, I don't know if you got the text messages between us. They're not fake. I had hell getting up on here. I've never done this before. I don't like the way I sound.
You're fine. You sound fine.
I think you sound fine.
Yeah,
but when I lost my grandson 2 years ago, my grass died, everything died. Okay. I don't know who this Should Be Ashamed page was. I don't know all this stuff, all these dumb ass high school accusations that Brat was making was ludicrous.
I think
I've been over here on
so
YouTube.
Was her.
Pardon me?
I think Brat just joined the panel so she can say if those messages were her or not.
Yeah, sure. And I appreciated her and I told her, I respect you coming to me, but you accused me. And she said, no, I was just trying to come to you privately. Okay, that's fine. But I haven't talked to Brat since last year when I reached out to her about something else. And then all of a sudden, it's we and they, and you know what I'm saying? So she wasn't just saying, I just wanted to reach out to you and say, I thought that was, she says, I went and
All right, she disconnected. There you are.
I don't know what anybody thinks, but my grass is dead. First of all, my driveway, I burned that son of a bitch in my damn
fire pit
in my backyard. Why?
So then there was someone else that burned theirs.
So several people burned them then. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Because it was somebody else's sidewalk.
Burned them. I don't know, but Brat was making accusations, and then I get sent that video of your live stream, and pretty much a lot of the shit that was being said, of course Brat denied it, but a lot of the stuff that was being said on your live stream, because we're not friends on TikTok. I haven't even
I blocked you. I blocked you after you went to Tam's camp. That's fine.
I don't give a shit.
I don't either.
I'm on YouTube.
Good.
I don't really care. You put off a persona on YouTube of being innocent, and you come over here, and I'm going to tell you something. I supported you, and I defended you. And when the blit boards were going up, I defended you about that. Never once. When I've sent money to other people too. It's not pat me on the back kind of deal. I don't really care. I didn't think you did anything with those blit boards out of the way at all. I defended that. I sent birthday money to Maddie through Emily. I never said a word about it. But the way that you put off your persona on YouTube of playing this victim, and then over on TikTok, you're a fucking bully to people. Not me, but to other people.
Who was I bullying? Or was I defending myself?
And that's how you twist it, though. And you go above and beyond, in my opinion. And
I don't think anybody has any proof of bullying anybody. And the bullying allegedly started with Chase and Crime and her little diary of 22 pages that she put in the filing with not a single exhibit, not a single piece of proof, just shows that there was no proof of me bullying.
Isn't anybody burning a book? Who are you talking about? Chase and Crime? I don't give a shit about her. I don't even like her.
And here comes Melissa, acting all big and bad. Why is anyone burning a book? Because they fucking bought it and they could do whatever the fuck they want with it. Plain and simple. Barbecue Lady got her money, and there's no reason why anyone should be questioning what she did with something that she purchased. Why do you throw out a pair of sneakers? You don't like them anymore. Why do you give away clothes? You don't like it anymore. So she didn't like the book anymore, so she burnt it. Fucking, I remember Tracy the Truth. She got a tablet from a Patreon when she was a Patreon. And they had like this big fight. I don't even remember who gave her the tablet. But Tracy was so mad at her, she took a fucking hammer on a live and smashed the fuck out of it. And we were like, oh my God, you did not just do that. It was like, it wasn't an iPad, but it was just I think it was a Galaxy tablet. But the fact was, she did it on a live. It was funny as fuck. I don't know if it still exists. Someone's probably got it somewhere, but she literally smashed it on a live. The girl pissed her off. She gave her a tablet. It was technically Tracy's tablet now, and she smashed it. That's what she wanted to do with it. It's not that big of a fucking deal. I don't know why Barbecue Lady is going on and on about it, or why anybody has such an issue with it. Big fucking deal. Get over it.
But why are you burning a book? Why are people burning books like animals?
Because they can.
Because they can, because it's a constitutionally protected activity.
Who cares?
But it's weird.
If Brad is up here, I'd like to hear
weirder
from
to
Brad.
look up someone's address and want to know who it was.
And then I will let Brad talk. But first of all, if I paid for something, I can do whatever the hell I want to. And if I don't want to bring any bad juju or negative energy, which is you, negative energy, all the time, playing innocent on YouTube and then playing the boss over on TikTok, I can burn that motherfucker. And that's really none of your goddamn business. But with Google Earth, since you got my address, why don't you just make a trip onto Texas? That's what I'm going to tell you.
I'm good. I don't choose violence. Sorry.
And now you're provoking her.
Like,
why are you provoking Barbecue right now? Why are you provoking her?
Provoking her.
You just told me to come to your house.
People, she talks shit. She
Blocking
lies.
people
and
is
you're
not.
Gonna talk about provoking her. Listen,
why would you waste your money
anything.
and time to burn a book? Are you 15 years old? Like, what kind of demented? Are you okay?
Who is this that I'm talking to?
Melissa.
Oh, you're irrelevant. Shut the fuck up.
I'm
bitch.
irrelevant, but you're the one. And look at your disrespect.
Want to talk about bullying.
I'm gonna let Brent. I burned that coloring book. And I did what I did, and I don't really care who likes it and who doesn't like it.
Right.
And you're proud about that?
Check all this out, Barbecue.
It's her right to be proud about it if she is.
It's my right to do what I want to.
And no one's taking away your rights. No one's trying
those
to.
Messages, and your life and Brad's messages were almost verbatim. And
I'd like to hear from Brad because I haven't even talked to Brad. I'd like to hear from Brad.
Okay, I know. Whatever. So, but somebody was.
Can I hold on? Can I just
Granny.
Can I just say my piece and I'm going to get out of here? Hi, Granny. I'm Brat. Thank you for letting me up. I do say I stay in my TikTok lane. Okay, I usually don't venture this way. Listen, Dina, I know you're upset, and I know you guys want to think that Barbecue gave me address, whatever. She did not, girl. I saw you say it in Tammy's live that you burned the book.
Oh fuck, that's right, Mandy. Mandy just brought up a really, really good point. Really good point. Way back in the day, Fur Baby and Brutally Honest probably remember this. There was a girl named Pink who I knew from Making a Murderer. She bought a bunch of MGL's merchandise just to burn it on a live. Did you see MGL crying like a little fucking bitch about it? No. She laughed. She was like, hey, she bought it. I still got paid. Like, it's so not normal the way these people are acting. So not normal. I mean, she literally just bought like $100 worth of merch just to burn it on a live because she hated MGL. It was dumb, but nobody questioned it. It was just like, okay, that's a little weird. But to carry on like a little fucking baby about it is strange.
I obviously had seen that others should be ashamed account. I don't like those accounts on TikTok. I think they incite bullying. I already, the old or the original SBA account, you saw me do the same thing with. I was trying to figure out in my own time, like me and Barbecue don't even talk like that. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Like, we're not that tight. Okay. And so when you said that in the live, I looked you up on fucking Facebook and I thought it looked similar to some of your fucking photos. But instead of saying anything, I just came straight to you privately. And you said you obviously didn't know about it. So I was like, oh shit, well, okay. She's obviously not that account. I mean, so I don't
You
know why
also
it's
said, I'm
this
not
crazy
stupid,
like
and
thing.
frankly.
What?
Go back to your messages, Brat. Go on. I'll let you talk. I'll shut up.
No, what about them?
What'd you say when I said I don't know about another SBA? I haven't even really been on TikTok. I've been over here in YouTube watching Granny and I mean I've chatted and sent and.
But why is anybody approaching a customer about what they did with their book on the behalf of the writer? That's weird. Why are you
that's where I
approaching
want to
her
make
at
the
all?
difference. That's where I want to make the difference. It wasn't on
This is
behalf
so
of
disturbing.
barbecue. I was upset that Dina said she burned her book. I know Dina.
Why?
I know Dina to be very sweet. I was honestly just surprised. And that led me to think that she was that other SBA account.
She's a
Oh my
consumer.
God.
She
I couldn't
purchased
even
it.
get into StreamYard. Jesus, take the wheel.
That's it. There's no reason to feel upset. You shouldn't be attached like that. It's not your book. And
No,
if
we're
it
not
is
even
attached
friends
to her
like
book,
that, Brat.
she still shouldn't come after someone who purchased it.
I
Bottom
didn't.
line.
Whoa! I didn't come. Well, first of all I did, you guys. This is what I just want to clarify. Barbecue didn't give me any addresses. All I did was take it upon myself to look her up and go to Dina herself and ask her. That is
You
all.
shouldn't have.
That has
That's way over a line that you're
No, it's
looking for
not.
someone because you saw whatever someone burning the book.
Well, didn't
And
you
if you
admit
went and
that you
approached
burned it?
someone in their real life over the
Right.
book that they bought.
Well,
Can I say something?
Dina
I'm
admitted she
sorry.
burned it. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, character. And
Thank
then
you.
Chico.
Hi, Granny. Just like Brad said, thank you. This is my first time up here, and very nice to meet you.
You as well.
Thank you for letting me up. I want to say a couple things. One, that this all came up about the burning of the cookbook in a conversation I was having with Brad. She and I were talking about it.
Oh, so you assumed I was some SBA account too?
No. Hold on. We didn't know who it was. But when you wrote that comment in the comments of Tammy's live and said, I did it, I burned my cookbook, that led people to believe you were admitting to being that person who recorded themselves burning a cookbook, and then it got posted on the internet.
So what?
So which is somebody's right. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want with something you paid money for. Absolutely. But also, if someone's gonna post something like that on the internet, you are therefore opening yourself up. That's how the internet works. If you're gonna put something out like that out there, you cannot be surprised that people are gonna look into it out of curiosity.
So
and
if
I
purchase,
wait a minute, Gypsy. Hold on. But put herself up to what? Like, because she burnt that book, now what happens? Her real life gets invaded?
Well,
No.
Hold on.
I went to her and asked her if she was that account. No, nothing.
Where did you go to her?
And
through a
nothing.
text message.
Yeah.
What?
Through a
They asked
text
her, you
message.
went to her, and I said private message. So Brad's saying, I just wanted to know if it was her, because there's another account that posted the photo. So your concern was, are you this account?
Yes.
But their analyst just said, like, you open yourself up to that. What did they open themselves up to? Like, what revenge do they get now for burning this book?
Well, I didn't say revenge. I said that when you put something on the internet like that, I say you open yourself up for criticism or for anything. If you're going to put something spiteful, if you're going to put something spiteful like that out on the internet,
right?
You cannot be surprised if someone's like, "Ugh, that's awful." Let me try. Who is that? That's terrible. Because
and you contact them
and ask them, "Did you do this?"
Why?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So may I speak? I purchased a shirt.
And I said that earlier. I'll say it again in case people don't know. There was this girl, Hello Starlight, that we had like an on-off relationship. We got along. We didn't get along. When I first started making candles, I was sending her a free candle. In the interim of us getting along, we then got into a fight. So I still mailed her the candle anyway. And when I did, she decided to run it over. And I paid for it. She didn't even pay for it. She kept the wax melts. But I just laughed. That was her stupidity. Like, you just ruined a really good fucking candle. That's your dumbness, not mine. So the way this is carrying on, like I said, Sapphire Jules had a part in ruining potential life-changing collaboration. And I carried on less than she's carrying on about a fucking cookbook.
On Dolly Vision for Turtle Island, a fake game, okay, on the internet. I did to support a creator. All right. Then I decide that I'm going to burn that shirt and I go F Turtle Island. Okay. I don't like it. I think it's terrible. You're going to tell me that opens myself up as just someone who watches this game, that now Dolly Vision or whoever it feels like it's then going to search for me, and it's okay for them to then find me or look for me and then write me and ask me if I did it.
Are you going to put it on the internet? Are you going to go into the comments of a live? Hang on.
Yeah.
Are you going to go into the comments of a live and admit to doing it under an account with your real name?
That's right.
Of course
My
I
real
could.
name.
Say F Turtle Island. Okay. I burn my shirt. You're telling me that opens up that creator who created that game to then find me, or someone does, and they can contact me at home? And
No.
or
Well,
say, was it
all,
you
okay,
that
wait,
did
hold
that?
on,
First of all,
after
barbecue
I
has nothing to do with this.
with my money?
First of all, I've already had Dina's phone number. Like we've talked, okay, here and there, whatever. We're TikTok
No, we
friends
have
or
not. No,
whatever.
no. Fix that, Brat. We talked last year when I reached out to you about purchasing semi-glutide. But we haven't talked since then until you approached me.
Wait,
So
we see each other around in lives and things like that. And did I not say, like, everything I've known about you is sweet? Listen, I was just reaching out to her because I was honestly in shock that she said that she burned the cookbook. That is the end of the story. I don't want to sit here and argue about burning cookbooks and things like that.
Okay, can I speak on why I did that? Because listen, I burned that cookbook a long time ago. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say. I didn't go post me burning that cookbook on the internet. First of all. Second of all, for 8 weeks now, my husband, his kidneys are shutting down. All the things have been happening in my life. I listen to Granny and Clue and Queen and everybody. I never said a word about that cookbook, ever. I went into Tammy's Discord and I was out of it in like a week, okay? That I will say too. Then, when I got on TikTok a year ago, it was Barbecue and Tammy and they called them the Fab Five. It would happen to be right when Riley strain case happened, and then it went into Sebastian. I thought
that's not true. That's not true, because I didn't actually know about Sebastian's case till after Riley was found.
Well, it was like March or April when I first went on TikTok a year ago. And she caught a lot of shit and she gave it back. And I never knew why. And then the shit with her mom happened, which is still bullshit. I can't even believe that happened to her. But there's that. So then, I don't know this girl. I don't know her. I just liked following them. I like listening to some of their stuff because they did follow true crime. I'm not a true crime person. I am not a content creator. I share videos. When I go into people's lives and things, when I did go, I don't really anymore. And especially the last 8 weeks, I have not. When I got on TikTok, the reason I was even drawn to Sebastian's case is I just lost my grandson. He was 15. He was killed on a motorcycle accident.
Okay, let me also state, there's nobody on this panel that is hey, Sunflower, that is a true crime person. Just because you follow Sebastian doesn't make you a true crime person. So I just want to make that clear. There's a lot more to true crime than one case. And every single person on this panel is involved in one case that's surrounded by drama. That's not fucking true crime.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. And so he was 15 and when you lose somebody, it just hit, right? Like, so he was 15. He was lost. I couldn't imagine I didn't know who. Then all this stuff started happening. And I was just like, oh my Jesus. Like, it was a lot. But it took my mind off of my own problems, right? Which was the loss of my grandson. And so I would listen. But in reality, it just gave me more anxiety. I don't know how anybody does content creating and all this shit. Do I listen? Yes, Granny, I've been in you know that. I messaged you. We've talked. I mean, like, I've chatted with you in your lives and other people. I haven't said a word. I haven't ever come out and said anything negatively. When Salty got pissed off over the North Carolina shit, I defended barbecue. I cut Salty's ass off. You know why? I said, why would you even do all that shit right now, especially, right? Then that was that. Well, I'd sent her a picture of a wood burn, and I was going to have her do me a wood burn for my daughter. Well, thank God I never gave nobody my address there, right? I go by Dina Weeks all the time. That's my name. I'm 58 years old. I got 7 kids and 24 grandkids, and I've lost 1. I have nothing to hide, and I never have. I am who I am, and I say what I feel, and I say what's on my mind. And I have not said shit to anybody. And Brad, you know this character. You know this. You've been on TikTok and whoever else. But I haven't said anything. I try to stay out of the negativity. I try to back. I don't thrive on that shit. I got my own problems too, just like the whole world does.
But Deanna, you had to know by commenting. So you're saying you haven't commented on anything, and then you go and comment that you burnt the book. You had to know that was going to welcome drama to you. I mean,
well, that's true. You are absolutely 10,000% right. But let me just tell you why I did. Because I haven't really spoke on Tammy and barbecue stuff, okay? And I haven't, because I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. So I haven't. Do I believe Tammy? Yes, I do. Because see, I've been talking to Tammy since December, January, February, off the app. So I do believe Tammy. But I haven't said anything. I haven't spoke up. I haven't said nothing because I was not there. I was not in a room. I was not anywhere. I haven't spoke up. In fact, the last barbecue, or the last live that I've been in of barbecues, I think she was making chili one night. That was it.
And by the reason why I'm not fast forwarding it, because there's 2 parts that I don't want to miss, and I don't know exactly where it is. So I apologize, but that's why I'm not fast forwarding it.
Barbecue takes very good care of her dogs, so I will give her that. I'm not going to call her all these names. This is what I will say. Tammy, when I was in Tammy's Discord, a comment was made about burning the cookbooks. And I said, I'm burning mine. I did.
So it's like a protest. It was a riot. Can we all, wait, can as women, can we all agree to burn our bras next? Let's fucking go.
I don't have no
Too late, Granny, too late.
Burn the bras.
I got no boobs, so we don't got to worry about bras. But, you know, like, listen, I just wanted, Tammy said, she said that. And she wasn't the only one that said that. So while Tammy was taking accountability, I took mine. I never posted a picture of me burning a cookbook, okay? It was 37 pages. And to be real honest with you, barbecue, the whole damn thing didn't even burn. And when my son went out there and said, Mom, what the hell is in this fire pit? It's not burned all the way. And who's barbecue lady? And I'm like, well, shit. And so I was looking for lighter fluid to finish burning it, but it was raining. Okay, so it didn't burn. It's still sitting there. So there's that. But because Tammy was holding her accountability, so did I. Because a lot of times people won't speak up because they don't want the backlash. A lot of people have been afraid to speak up because they don't want the backlash from you, barbecue, mostly. Okay,
can I interject? Can I interject for a second? Because I have the screenshots of you in that live saying, I burnt that book. I did it. I said it. So that doesn't sound like somebody who's afraid of barbecue.
Okay, well, I'm not afraid of barbecue. If you're implying that it's me that's afraid of barbecue, I'm not afraid of barbecue, but there are other people that are.
Yeah, there are people who are afraid of me too.
I'm not afraid, character, to say, I'm not afraid to speak my opinion, and I never have been. And I'm not afraid to stand up for what I believe is right and state my opinion about what is wrong. I don't get easily offended, right? And I figure if everybody's talking about me, then they're leaving everybody else alone. So there's that. I don't care
Did you
Okay,
think okay, but I came straight to you like here and I'm sorry. So I'm so sorry, Granny. Like this is taking over your life. But I mean, Dina, why are we here right now? Like, why does Granny and again, I don't really care, but listen, I came to you privately, girl. Like it wasn't gonna go anywhere after that. Obviously, you said you burned yours in a fire pit. I was like, okay, clearly that SBA account isn't you. My thing was more so the SBA account. I don't like accounts like that. I think they're bullying. I know there's a lot of troll accounts out there. There's other things on that page, whatever. Like, but this was me and my own doing. And now we're here on Granny's Live on YouTube, and
You're
they want
right.
to,
And I've
they
never
want to.
been on a YouTube live in my life, Brat, but I will
I
tell
mean,
you this.
I know you guys are trying to like connect dots here, but I'm telling you, this was me on my own, like, and I came to you privately. So I don't know. I just feel like,
Then
yeah,
the kind
I
of
don't
fuck
understand why
shit
this had
and
to be brought here. Like it was done. It was settled. She
it
had a
wasn't
private
settled,
conversation with you.
character. Shut the fuck up, character. It was not
She
settled.
had a private conversation with
Shut
you.
the fuck up. Brat can speak just like she reached out to me. Just shut up. Nobody's talking to you,
I think it's
character.
because the clip of Barbecue saying like we'll figure out who it is because we have all their addresses,
Right.
and then with that message, it made it appear as if maybe Barbecue gave the address to Brett, but
I
Brett's
think
here
it's kind
saying
of
no.
creepy.
no, yeah. I mean, I guess I can see how you guys think that, but me and Barbecue aren't even like close like that. I think you guys think that I'm like in her camp or whatever y'all call
I
it.
don't
Like, I've
care.
been staying completely out of it. I don't like accounts like that. You guys know I dug into the original SBA account. Like, that's just, I don't know. I look into
But
accounts like that.
if you were
But
staying
Brat,
completely out
you
of it,
guys
you
were
wouldn't have approached her at all.
you
I
guys
went
were
to
obviously
Dina
talking
after her
about me.
comment. No,
You were
no,
obviously
Dina, I
talking
went to
about me,
you.
and
Do
my
you
name
guys?
come up,
Yeah.
and I would have left it alone. And what did you say at the end of the text? Okay, I got your message. I didn't mean for any of that to come off that way. And then you said, I just hope you're not that SBA account.
Just follow the dynamic of this. Barbecue Lady isn't even saying a word. And you have 3 people going back and forth fighting over a fucking cookbook that was bullshit to begin with. And everyone's like, wow, let's keep fighting. Barbecue Lady says nothing. The dynamic of this is hysterical.
Because I don't like either of them. Okay, so, but evidently, my name's Dina. It's not Dick. So everybody just needs to leave my name out of everybody's mouth.
Well, where are you getting that from, Dina? I didn't even
Your
understand that
text
one.
messages, Brat. Why would you come to me?
I didn't call you a dick. What?
You didn't have to. You guys had my name in your mouth.
What do you mean, you guys? Okay, you know I have my whole separate crew, right?
I
Like, you
don't
know,
give a
like,
shit.
okay, well, it's not me and Barbecue though. Like that's
But it's
Oh,
that right there. You have a
bullshit.
crew. So all your
of course
crew,
we all
then
have
now
we
you
all
looked
have
into this
friends.
person.
We all
It
have
can
friends.
create a domino effect, bottom line. And people that are viewers, is she a creator? No, she's a viewer like me. You should not be searching viewers. You're no different than at night if that's what you're doing.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Anytime one of these troll accounts pops up, we all look into them because of what happened with that person with the Idaho
Yeah,
case
do you guys
a
not
couple
know
years ago.
about Dot and how I
I
was
don't
trolled on
care
the
about
freaking
Dot.
internet? Well,
But
I know,
that's
but
why
like
we look into these pages.
See, now you heard that. So every time they get trolled, they look really into the account just because they got trolled. 3 years ago, that was not acceptable. I cannot believe Granny is saying nothing. But these people are saying don't go real life. Really. And they're trying to say it's because of the Idaho case. Are you fucking kidding me with this bullshit? Get trolled and fucking move on with your life. Like, you don't have to look into every fucking troll and go real life on every troll. But she just admitted that's what they do.
Well, I don't give a shit. You guys are going to my Facebook. You're going to my shit.
No, there was no you guys. It was me. It was me.
Character said she was in there too. Didn't you, Character?
No, my
When
God, no.
Brett and I were talking about it, yeah.
Bing bong. Okay. All I'm saying is I
not
burned the
about you.
cookbook.
No, let's
I
clarify.
spent
Not
my
about
money.
you. About
God.
the burning of the cookbook video. Not about you, Dina. I literally didn't say anything to anyone except to you.
Listen, Brad, you can spin it how you want to. I think it's creepy as fuck that somebody would want to go Google addresses of people that supported you. Barbecue, you got your money. Why do you give a shit who burned your cookbook? That's on us.
It's
Or
creepy as
whoever.
fuck that someone would buy a cookbook and burn it.
Well,
No,
no,
I
they,
have
they,
no.
they,
People
they bought it out of
This-
support. They
It
bought the
doesn't
book to
matter.
support her, and then when they decided they no longer support her, they burnt the book in a like little protest, goofy
Can't
type of
just
way.
throw it away. It's beyond goofy. I mean that could be
Who
considered
are you
a
to
hate
judge
crime.
that? That really is irrelevant.
What's beyond goofy is you motherfuckers are fighting about this for hours. That's what's beyond goofy.
Okay,
That's
hey,
a hate
hold on.
crime.
Well, it is
That's
not a
whatever.
fucking hate crime.
Stop
Excuse me, Gypsy.
screaming.
One second.
Please stop. Please
Stop
stop.
screaming and cursing. Like,
Please.
Dina, you've disrespected me. You disrespected Brat. You've disrespected Barbecue. Like,
And
can you
I've
just
been
take it down?
disrespected, and I don't
All right,
say
let's-
shit to nobody,
I
Melissa.
never disrespected
Hold
you.
on. I want to
You
roll
just
this
came
back
on here.
'cause-
Dina, you can disrespect these fucking morons. Have no problem. You want to disrespect them? Come over here. I think all of them are fucking morons.
Started cursing at me and called me a lying ass bitch. I
Oh,
never
because
even met
I've seen
you.
you. Oh,
right,
You don't
let's
know
roll
me.
this
Who are
back.
you?
Here,
Okay.
hello.
Who are
Hello,
you to
hello.
cast? I'm sorry.
That's okay. I just want to clarify. It is not a fucking hate crime.
Hate crime. Yeah, that's why I'm here. As a black woman, please don't say that. Do not say that shit.
How can we
It's
decipher
not
what is
dealing
a
with
hate
race.
crime?
It's not, no, it's not dealing with race. It's not dealing with sexuality. It's not dealing with any of that. So please do not compare it to a hate crime.
It's our constitutional right. People can you can burn the American flag if you want to. It's wrong, but it's a right.
That's
That
fine.
is so disrespectful to the people who have been through hate crimes.
Okay, I
I
understand
agree
your
with
point.
Chico 100% on this.
That's why I'm here.
100%.
I don't give a fuck about what y'all argue about. I don't care. I don't care about TikTok. But leave the hate crime shit out of the conversation.
It's not a hate crime, ma'am. I agree.
Now, y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
Oh, Chico sat the whole
Love
time.
you,
in front of
Chico.
everybody.
Drive
Thank
by.
you, Chico. Yeah.
Granny,
So much
I'm
anger.
sorry.
So
I
much
did not
anger
mean
and
to
hate.
disrespect you, Granny.
All right, now please tell me why 8 women on fucking panel, 8 adult women, and it took a black subscriber to come up there and tell them the truth. 8 fucking people on this panel, 3,000 people in the chat. And it took a black woman to go up there and say, are you guys fucking stupid? This isn't a hate crime. All these people couldn't put that together without pissing off a group that does get targeted with hate crimes. What the fuck happened to this community? Hey, Rachel, this is crazy. Crazy.
At all in any way, shape, or form. After
You did it.
After the video that was sent to me, and the more I read through Brat's messages, I got pissed. And
Right,
so
you
I
felt
said
that
what
your
I said,
address-
and I
right.
did what I did.
You felt that your address got out there, and that's understandable. And Brat's here to say, no, it had nothing to do with your address. It was her own experience. It was this SBA account. She didn't even talk to Barbecue before she came to you. So that's where that's at.
Yeah, but the fact that people were, I don't even know how to work I'm on my phone talking to y'all. I don't even own a computer, okay?
Right. I mean, let's face it, you guys took a petty stance to like make a movement like fuck Barbecue, we're gonna burn the cookbooks. The same way Barbecue, you took a petty stance to thank your haters in the cookbook.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that
Yes,
that
ma'am.
was after Tammy's Discord was leaked to me when they were going to sit there and all burn it. So I said, you know what? The original dedication of that cookbook actually was to Tammy. It was for our friendship, for everything that she stood by me, and everything. And so after Tammy's Discord was in there saying we should all burn our cookbooks, and other places sitting there calling me a lesbian.
Can everybody hear me?
Hold on, Favo. Somebody's talking. Sorry, go ahead, Barbecue.
So all of these attacks on me as a person, saying that, you know, I'm fucking Emily and I'm a lesbian and she likes girls and all these other comments, which actually happen. I actually have screenshots of them. And then going back to all these false things that were said in Tammy's Discord, which some of those things were leaked to Hong and them because it's in the filing, which let me just say, you guys are all sitting here, you know, wanting to believe everything that Kayla Ray says. Do we forget that Kayla Ray and Tony's text messages were leaked, and that Tony directed Kayla Ray to go after Jay for Justice, Queen Bee, and myself? Go dig up all the information you can. She's been behind the scenes the whole fucking time.
But
So what's going on with the cookbook?
And
she also
I don't
went
know.
on Queen's, she
But
went on
listen,
Queen's panel and said so.
If Charmin finds out we're all wiping our butts with their product and they start hunting us all down by using pictures and our addresses, there's going to be a lot of upset people out here.
Oh my God, listen, it really, listen, and then I'm going to leave it for that. It really was not like that. And I'm sorry, Dina, if I made you feel that way. Like, I just was surprised to see you say that you burned the cookbook. And I just want to know if you're the SBA account. Really, guys, that's all. That was it. I don't even know why this is a thing, honestly. But
And if she was?
I mean, I was going to tell her I don't like it. And I told her that I don't like it. I don't like those accounts. I think they inside on both sides. I recently
There's no
found out
reason to contact someone on a different platform. So my question is, if I can, I am not on TikTok. I'm just Gypsy Trails. I don't agree with, you know, someone who's offering a product to the public who doesn't know TikTok, doesn't know YouTube, doesn't know this drama. Do you realize that they're going to see this dedication page that says "to my haters" and what I have no idea what it says?
Yeah, I have it. I got a cookbook.
Why would you not want to put out like more of like you know, that's a personal choice. I'm just saying that I think sometimes, you know, from my view, you're tunnel visioned that, you know, in this TikTok world, when someone like me who's not involved in any of that, I'm viewing it from a totally different lens.
Right, I get what you're saying.
You know?
Well, because to be honest, Jay Fox, the dedication's petty. It's drama. That's what she's saying. I get what you're saying.
It's just
that's what she wrote.
as petty as them talking about burning my cookbook.
So my point is, somebody who's not in TikTok is what I'm saying.
Nobody
or
who's not in
YouTube
TikTok and nobody who's not next is
purchase it.
buying a Gypsy. With utmost respect, people who aren't supportive of barbecue aren't just buying her random cookbook. So I don't mean to cut you off, but like I get where you're going with it, and it's a wasteful statement to make.
I guess if they were to make like a general, like, you know, you give a review.
Yeah, well, she doesn't care. She already did it. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, 90% of the people in this live right now hate me. So who cares? You guys are all haters anyway.
I don't hate you.
I wouldn't say 90%, maybe 25.
I just dislike you would see it from a different view. That's it. I'm gonna get panel. Thank you, Granny. I appreciate barbecue. Everyone else that's up there, thank you for listening to me.
I appreciate
And it wasn't meant to be attacking at all, but just to kind of give a point of view.
Right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just came to ask, can you please stop calling it a hate crime? Because hate crime is when somebody do anti-Semitic harm. When people
actually, my attorney just messaged me back, and let me flip. Flip-flop to the screen. I'll read you what they said. Just let me read you what the attorney said.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what the attorney
Hold on,
said.
Fabio, let her speak, and then I'll let you all know what my attorney says. So go ahead and tell us how your attorney said it's a hate crime.
All right. So two of them message their fucking attorneys, hey Amanda, about asking if this was a hate crime. These geniuses. Granny, you're Jewish. How do you not know what a fucking hate crime is? Whoa. Of course you know what a fucking hate crime is. Just wow. Wow.
I'm going to flip-flop this back because it's 2 sentences. So it says burning something in effigy. Hold on. Is a crime in Pennsylvania as incitement. I don't know what the word effigy means, but that's what I've just read.
In anger. So basically, it's not a hate crime. It could be considered a crime if it was done to convey a threat against you. But it still wouldn't classify as a hate crime. It could be.
All right, I'll retract. I was wrong on the hate crime comment, but also
Right, and we
I'm not
already
the
went
only one
through
that's
that.
saying it. That's fine.
No, you
I was
certainly
wrong.
weren't. Melissa said it last, but no, you're not the only one.
I
And I can
said-
see why you felt that way, to be honest, but it's not.
I said it. I didn't say.
You understand how she felt that way? Really, Granny? Really? No, you don't put hate crime and someone burning your book how you can feel that way. That's disgusting and completely fucking uneducated because the two just don't coincide with each other at all whatsoever. And there's no way that all right, I'll give you an example. Somebody that puts down my candle, I would never compare it to racism. You just can't feel that way. Even if it was a black person. If someone decides that they want to trash my candle, I'm going to compare it to slavery and racism, and you can understand that. It's the most uneducated statement I've heard you say. Well, one of them. And the fact that these two morons, hey Marie, these two morons are paying an attorney for something so ludicrous is beyond my comprehension.
Say it was. I said it could be considered a hate crime.
Right.
I am not authorized, trained, schooled on what hate crimes are and what they aren't.
It's pretty fucking standard. Again, what is a hate crime? It typically involves violence and it's motivated by prejudice. Nobody is prejudiced against Barbecue Lady. And it's usually, or it's not usually, it is on the basis of ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation, race, any of the above. It's not fucking rocket science, and you don't need to be super educated to know what the fuck it is. Or you don't have to be an expert. Fucking morons. Every single one of them.
Just like almost everyone probably in this chat isn't. All right. So
Also,
we made it clear. And
right.
I didn't contact my attorney about that. One of my attorneys is actually watching this chat right now. So
now, mind you, she just said 5 minutes ago that she contacted her attorney. And now she spins it, oh, they're watching. Bitch, they're not fucking watching. They got better things to do than fucking watch Granny's live, Granny's YouTube. Like, who the fuck are you kidding? Literally, who the fuck are you kidding? You sound like the liar that you are. Once I heard her say that, I knew this chick was full of shit. Your lawyer's not fucking watching Barbecue, and you just said your lawyer just messaged you back. You're such a fucking phony. It's ridiculous.
that they just sent me a text message and I watched it. I went, clicked over and read it. So I don't need to contact my attorney about every little petty ass thing on TikTok.
Again, you just said that your attorney just messaged you back. You are a fucking liar.
TikTok or YouTube.
Right. Well, hi, Mr. Attorney who's watching.
I just have a quick
Hey, real
question.
quick,
How does this? Sorry.
No, go
Hey,
ahead.
I don't mean to be rude. It's fireflies in the sky. I just have one question quick. I'm confused. Is this originally started over in TikTok or YouTube?
It's a mix between the both.
Because I'm gonna say, if it has to be all the TikTok, why isn't it staying on TikTok and being brought over?
Because they're intermingled here, quite frankly. Because it's a mixed community at this point, and they can be wherever, and everybody's involved in it. So it's like,
Granny, can I ask you, has your attorney ever watched any of the lives on YouTube?
oh yeah, he watches a good amount of them, absolutely, more than people
So
would
I'm
realize.
just wondering.
Your lawyer is not watching YouTube. You fucking both are lying. If your lawyer is watching plenty of YouTube about nothing that has to do with your case, then you have a really shitty attorney, because most attorneys have lives and have other cases that they're working on. They're not sitting there watching your fucking drama that has nothing to do with the case at all. They're both lying out of their fucking asses.
Why people in the comments think like, oh my gosh, it's such a horrible thing that someone's attorney's here. My attorney watched Breaking Chains live last night for about 3 hours also. Is that okay?
Lies. Absolute fucking lies. Your lawyer is not getting paid $1,500 to watch in fucking YouTube on someone else's stream. You're a fucking liar, Barbecue. Absolute fucking liar. And if a judge says, oh, you're just watching YouTube of women's drama, get the fuck out of here. Who believes these two? They're using this like as intimidation tactic for these fucking idiots that don't know any better. No, your lawyers are not sitting there watching your fucking drama. And anyone that believes they are is as dumb as they are.
Like,
you guys know that when I'm live, my attorney's texting me the answers to our questions. So you know that sometimes they're watching. It's not a bad thing that an attorney's watching.
Lies, lies, and more lies.
Exactly, Granny. That's the reason I was wondering. Could you please read your attorney's input on that? Because he is a very, or she is a very, I don't know which, if it's a he or she. They're very informed, and I'd like to hear their opinion, please.
Well, he said not a hate crime. Moreover, it could be considered free speech, just like someone burning a flag is protected. Now, if it was done to convey a threat, depending on facts, it could be considered a TT, which is what your attorney just said to you, whatever that word was.
Effigy or something.
Yeah, like if it was done to intimidate you, it could be considered, a crime of intimidate. I guess a crime, whatever, an intimidation tactic.
So, Granny, can I address Ann? She just said that was it burned by the person who threatened her life?
Her life. The answer is no.
Right. So, first of all, I never even posted me burning that. Nobody knew about it.
Right. You commented it.
Yes, I commented it.
Right.
Secondly, I have never threatened anybody's life. Ever. And I sure never threatened Barbecue.
No, you were not on Salty's panel. No, you weren't on Salty's panel.
I don't have nothing to do with Salty. Nothing.
Right.
Ever since she come out against you on the North Carolina stuff. Because see, I donated to Salty. And I didn't understand. You go back and read my text messages with her. In fact, I never condoned one thing she ever did. I thought it was very ugly. And so therefore, once again, I defended you, Barbecue. Just because I don't like some of the things you do and say, does not mean that you're not entitled to do and say those things. Just like I'm entitled to say, I burned a cookbook in Tammy's life.
Right. And just for the record, effigy is a representation of a person, usually a crude figure or someone hated or scorned. So, like I said, it's also if it was done to represent like Barn and Barbie.
And I hope she used Google and didn't pay her attorney for another fucking answer. Her attorney must think she's the biggest moron ever.
Kill alive, like if it was an analogy of that sort, like a threat with it, then that would be a crime.
Also, there's too many messages up here, but like, I didn't throw out the fact that my attorney was watching as a threat. I was just replying to someone else's comment where I received a text message from my attorney. I mentioned it, and then they're like, oh, she's got her attorney over here. She's calling her attorney over. Nobody called my attorney over here.
Right.
And that's why I addressed it.
Barbecue and Granny, you're both full of shit. You fucking texted your attorney and said, what does this mean? Is this a hate crime? And then they answered you. Why is it so hard to tell the fucking truth? Jesus Christ.
And again, like if they would have burned like your photo, that's an effigy. Like that, it has to represent like actually wanting to cause harm to you. Like voodoo doll, I don't know. You get the point.
Exactly. Otherwise, it is protected by the Supreme Court in Texas versus Johnson ruling.
And I'm in
actually,
Texas,
for everyone
so I'm
to
not in
look
Pennsylvania,
at.
by the way.
It's like a free speech thing, yeah.
And I didn't even.
That's not true, Ms. Though.
That's not
Attorneys
true.
do watch, yeah. Like that's definitely not true. Because I can tell you, my attorney watches a lot more than you think because we're in litigation.
They sure do.
Absolutely,
And
attorneys.
Your drama on YouTube has nothing to do with your litigation. Your lawyer is not fucking watching YouTube, Granny. Stop the bullshit. They are not watching YouTube. All you talk about is drama. It has nothing to do with the anti-slap. And that is the only thing you were in court for, was the anti-slap. Just stop the bullshit. I don't know what purpose they're getting out of lying like this. If they're trying to intimidate, I don't know. But it's fucking stupid. And thank you, Rock Jam. I was just going to say, you guys aren't dropping membership link enough. And then you buy 5 memberships.
Definitely sit and watch everything. And people's accounts get subpoenaed all the time, too, by detectives. And people really should be cautious with the threatening and doxing and taking it over the line.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you, Dina, like, you know, and I'm going to speak to you respectfully. What were you trying to accomplish burning the book? Like, what did it do for you personally?
Listen, I had an old lady tell me one time, because I used to go garage selling all the time. And I said to her daughter that was working for me, I said, hey, let's go garage selling. They had a big estate sale. And she told me, she said, oh, honey, no.
Now, before Clue comes up, which she just did, let me explain. Melissa, the one that Clue is about to talk to, had her daughter murdered 2 years ago or 3 years ago, something like that. So I just want to, you have to understand that before Clue comes up. And here's Clue. Yes, Pamela.
We don't go garage selling. You don't know what bad juju you're bringing into your house. Okay. I'm very superstitious. I don't care.
Okay.
And I said, I am not bringing any of this bad juju and negativity because I felt like I've been watching barbecue for a year. And I ain't bringing that shit in my house.
You couldn't just throw it in the garbage?
No. Why would I?
You went out of your way to like get lighter fluid, make a video of it, like do all this extra shit for what?
I burned sage in my house too. So
she didn't make a video of it. She only commented that she did it.
Okay. So who made the video of the book burning?
I have no clue. I don't even know who these people are that all burn their books.
You know what this reminds me of? There was a lady that bought this creator's shirt years ago when every time she would get mad at somebody, she would like cut up the shirt and like all dramatic and shit. This is what it reminds me of. We used to be like, what the fuck is she doing? Like,
right.
Oh, no,
exactly.
Another
What
shirt
the fuck?
down.
Hey, great.
I think they were doing it like a little fun way. Hey, Clue.
Not only do men not like drama, but attorneys hate it even more. To think that an attorney is sitting there watching YouTube is comical. To think that anyone believes that is comical. Now, if they said that their attorney was watching Twitter on Hong's post, that I would believe. I would believe that they would start a Twitter account and check out Hong's post. That 100%. Because that has to do with litigation. But to sit here and act like your attorney is sitting there watching the drama that you produce on YouTube is nothing short of fucking comical. Absolutely fucking comical. And again, anyone that believes that, you belong over there because you're dumber than dumb.
I don't want to sit up here forever, but I want to rewind a little piece. See, this is something that I can't stand about the whole TikTok crowd, right? Because I just heard a statement that's what brought me up here, got my fat ass on this panel. I'm not about to sit here and listen to nobody acting like BJ. What's good for you is good for me, et cetera, et cetera. I know I did not hear that BDI thing just say, just be careful with the doxing and the going real life after you literally called the police on Queen.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I absolutely called the police on Queen.
That's
Listen,
the one clue.
listen.
That's it, clue right there.
Listen.
That's
Hold on,
Yeah,
let her
you
respond.
motherfuckers are dirty. Like y'all are. How the
Listen,
fuck?
it has nothing to do with TikTokers.
I'm speaking. I'm talking. Thanks.
It doesn't matter.
How?
It doesn't matter.
How is it that you can sit here and do some shady shit like that, but then you want to sit around and tell everybody, be careful with the doxing and going real life? You was a foul snake bitch, and it's written all over your face with them beady ass, untrustworthy eyes. You got everything in life that you deserved, in my opinion, from karma, because you was a foul, nasty heifer.
Look at how you talk, and I'm the foul one.
Yep, you're foul.
I have been crucified for years for saying less than that. She just said that to a mother who lost a child. Now, I would be a fucking total hypocrite to say that Clue was wrong for it. I don't disagree with what she was saying. I would have left out the karma part, but I do agree with the first half of what she was saying. But I can't hate on her for it because I've said similar things to people when they piss me off. So I can't hate on her for it. But the fact that these fake ass clowns like Sapphire and Hartley, who have crucified me for saying less than that, have no problem. There's no videos about Clue, no videos popped up about that. That's what I have a fucking problem with. The fake ass community that kisses ass because they might get called out. Like a bunch of fake ass fucking frauds. So fuck them. But yeah, she just said that to someone that lost their child. Basically, she deserved it. Now, listen to the dumbasses on panel.
Foul,
And she
Melissa,
dropped.
you sure
And
are.
she dropped. And she dropped.
Why did you call
can't
the
stay?
police?
You can't. She can't
Also-
stay for the response. She had to drop, insult, and speak foully, and insinuate, "Oh, I deserve everything I got in life." What are you insinuating? I deserve that my daughter passed away, and I'm the
No,
foul one.
she's
Come
not
on.
Clue's not insinuating.
What
that.
is she?
Really, Jess? That's exactly what she was insinuating. Like, are you fucking stupid? Wait, that was kind of rhetorical. But all these, that's exactly what she fucking meant. She was pissed and she said it. She'll own it. I have no problem with, I know she will. She'll own it. But don't act fucking dumb. Like, oh, she didn't mean it. Yes, she did. It's exactly what she fucking meant.
Insinuating?
I don't know. It's a good question.
It is a good question. I would love to know. And
put out, okay, I'm answering your question. Whatever you put
no,
out into
I
the
wasn't asking you a question. I was not asking you a question. I was asking Clue a
I
question.
answered it for you.
Thank you, Cheese and Rice.
Okay, I was asking Clue a question, not you. Okay. I can't even hear her.
Why? Yeah, it's hard to hear you, Favo. I don't know. You kind of scream into the mic a little bit. Why did you call the cops though? What was the purpose?
I called the cops because I was concerned that my personal information, private text messages between me and a gentleman were going to be leaked once again on her platform. And she was insinuating with malintent that she was going to do a deep dive on my daughter's case, which she had to do. Okay. She was not given permission and I didn't need it. It was more for the revenge porn Okay. And yeah, that stemmed from barbecue because she wouldn't have gotten those things if it didn't come from barbecue in the first place.
How
The
did anybody
hypocrisy.
get those? Like you were sexting with
So
somebody and you took screenshots and sent them to barbecue, and then you're
no,
saying barbecue sent them to Queen?
no. So listen, this goes back between me and barbecue and why we had a problem. And I'm not here to necessarily defend barbecue all the way. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it really fair and open.
Yeah,
But
because for
we had a
record, Queen would
Mhm.
never ever RP anybody, especially publicly. She would never do that.
Well, she did.
She put
She
up your
did.
revenge porn?
Yes, she did.
Oh, where? Where?
Okay, now you have to keep in mind if you know, hey, sweetie pie, if you know the history of Granny's watching, let me just give you a reminder. She called the police. I believe she called the police, but I know she took Lycan to court over revenge porn. And her and Lycan had a thing going for like 2 fucking years. It dragged on forever. And he finally fought back. I don't remember the exact scenario, but he finally like fought back, and she took him to court to get a restraining order over some petty ass bullshit. Literally got a restraining order. He lost his gun license, he lost everything. All because of his petty fucking bullshit of revenge porn. And here she has a whole new story. Yeah, she was spreading his revenge porn. It was ugly. But I guess she forgets who she was before she hooked up with Queen Bee.
So she put it okay. So basically what
Well,
happened
hold on.
was
Let me stop you right there because nothing was ever said about any kind of fucking photos, pictures, or any kind
no,
of
no,
revenge
it
porn.
was the
That
video.
wasn't
It
said
was
till
the
after
video
the
from
fact.
SB.
So,
Right.
yeah, so I didn't have any kind of pictures, never informed, never said I did, never threatened you with them, none of that.
You got to let me
No.
finish.
Let's sit up here and tell the truth because you was in
I'm
Brandy's
going
chat room letting
to.
me troll, and you came
I'm
over to my
going
chat and was
to.
trolling.
And I am glad that Queen Bee just called this bitch out because all she does is lie. I'm sorry that she lost a daughter, but she is such a fucking drama queen, like more than I've ever seen from anybody. And she sides with whoever she wants to. So I am glad that fucking Queen Bee called her out and Clue called her out because she's such a fucking liar.
In my back chat, and then you went and called the fucking cops. So don't go back on the shit, Melissa. Don't fucking.
I'm not going back on anything. I'm telling you exactly. Listen, you got to give me a chance to at least finish.
Yeah, because you know damn the fuck well I had no
I
goddamn
do.
pictures or messages of you doing nothing with nobody.
I do. And you and I have talked many times off the app about this. So you got to give me a chance to finish. And that.
Boat liar is Liar, not Lier. But it doesn't surprise me you're over in Granny's chat when you can't even spell a simple fucking word like liar.
That's why no one's allowing me to speak. Okay.
All right,
so please. So Barbecue and I had a falling out. I'm not going to go into our whole history right now. Okay. But there was messages that I sent to Barbecue that were only for Barbecue about a guy that I had talked to, and it had inappropriate language in it.
That I was not privy to, didn't know anything about.
Right. So, long story short, speed up. We come over here. Long story short, we speed up. We come over to YouTube, right? Me and Barbecue are going at it. Me and Barbecue's people are going at it. She's in with Queen, right? Queen put up a video that had those messages in it. I didn't know what Queen had.
Should be ashamed. Did a video. I don't think there was any messages that I recall in there that were bad or whatever, but should be ashamed.
No, they were right.
Now let's use a little logic. Why would Queen Bee put out sex messages? Like, why would she give a shit? Why would her audience give a shit? They wouldn't. So I don't believe her whole story about how, you know, she was afraid Queen Bee was going to put this out, that out, blah, blah, blah. No, you're a fucking liar.
That I share.
Oh, Mary Bell, fuck off already. What do you think I'm on YouTube for if not for views? and saying I wanted it for the money. You think I'm getting money listening to this fucking ludicrous shit? If anything, is embarrassing.
Right.
Burning a fucking cookbook's a hate crime. I called the cops because I was afraid she was going to show my news. I mean, come on. We don't do the shit that these people do on TikTok. Fucking, I'm so sick of your comments. Block her. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't
So-
have anyone's
One
nudes,
second.
nor do
I'm
I
gonna
want
get-
any.
Can I please
Right.
finish,
She's
guys?
insinuating now you're pushing around fucking news over and shit. Like, what is this?
Definitely don't have any. And also, Tammy, that whole thing, definitely don't have any nudes of Tammy either. I messaged her privately about a conversation that somebody had told me. And then Tammy went to her Discord of over 200 people and screen
But
shared
we're-
our text messages.
Barbecue, can I finish, please?
And if the
Because
video
we're gonna
had
drift,
news, you would
we're gonna
fucking
drift
get it taken
over
down.
into 100
Hold
things.
on.
Can I just
and
finish?
then Hong put it on his Twitter, not me.
Right.
Okay. So listen, I didn't know what Queen had from barbecue or what she didn't have. Okay. But she did share something that SBA, who I'm really fucking pissed off, had posted. So she shared it. At that point, I didn't know what she had or what she didn't have. And if you revert all the way back to a year prior, there was talks about barbecue was going to be given photos. So I didn't know at that point. Okay.
Right, but
And
I
I
didn't
never
know your money
received
all
any.
year ago.
Okay, you
Never
never
got any.
received anything.
Wait.
And listen, Queen, I
Let her
called.
finish.
Yeah, please, God, let
Just
me
speed it up a
finish.
little bit, though.
All
Let's
right.
start with the repetitive.
Okay.
All right.
It's not repetitive.
A little
So
bit.
Queen posted SBA's video. Okay. We got into it. I called the cops. When I called the cops, I did not want to press charges or anything like that. I talked to Queen. I said, listen, give her a call and just see if she'll stop the bullshit and she won't post anything. And then it was dead and done and over with. Queen and I have talked many times since then, and it's over with. Okay. And call it real life if you want. I don't give a fuck. It is real life. If I think that my personal intimate messages or pictures are going to be shared anywhere, that is my fucking real life. So if I have to respond by going real life and calling the authorities, I'm going to do so, and be fucking mad if you want to.
Well, what did you
That's
say
what
to
it
the
is.
cops? Did you say like
you should have said something? What you did was took something and assumed the shit and then took it out on me and
Yes,
called the police.
I did.
But
And
you know
I
what
am
though? Listen, I have to
very
call your
sorry.
bluff. Listen, I
Go
have
ahead.
to call your bluff because
Megan is 100% right. Stop wasting the cops' time with this bullshit from every single one of them.
you was in Brittany J's chat talking about, I'm going to go troll. I'll be right back. You came over here. You talked shit in my back chat. You called the police. You lied to them.
I didn't lie to the
Yeah,
police.
the fuck you did. You straight lied to them because you assumed I had photos of your ass or fucking text messages that
Yes,
I knew nothing
assumed.
about.
Absolutely.
So
Yes,
you assumed,
I assumed.
but before that, you was saying you was trolling.
I did.
Let me go troll. I'll be right back.
I did. I
know you
did. And
so that's why I said I'm calling your bluff. I don't think that's why. I think that's the excuse you're using because you got caught.
No, it's not. You can listen. You can think what you want to, but it's not,
Right.
Queen.
I'm
It's
just
not.
saying,
And I
I've been around
apologize.
the block a few times. I know better.
I understand. I got you. And I'll admit
anything. Fucking bullshit. Straight up. Period. Point. Fucking blank.
Well, what did you say to the cops? Like, hey, officers, I'm afraid this woman's going to share my news.
I called the police department and told them to come the fuck out here.
So when I called the cops,
come bring your ass out here. Because I know damn the fuck well there was nothing I was doing that could get me arrested. I know that for a fact. My police department knows me very fucking well.
Hold up.
Why is anybody proud of that? I would be embarrassed to say my police department knows me very well. My police department doesn't know me at all. And that's the way I like it. And that's the way I want to keep it. I don't need my cops to know who I am. So I don't understand why these people are proud that the cops know who they are. That's not a good thing.
Hold up. I got a question. All this about the nude pictures calling the cops is coming from the person that was given every.
Okay, here we go. If anybody in my life ever acts like this chick is about to, Regina, I will disown you. I am a big girl. I can handle myself. And I don't want anybody, I don't care who you are, nobody should ever look at a creator the way she does. I am embarrassed for her. I'm not joking. I literally have secondhand embarrassment for her. Granny is an uneducated creator who lives with her parents and raises her kids with her parents. And I'm not saying that that makes her a bad person, but this is a woman who said she can't even get a job because she's a felon. And you're idolizing her like she's a role model. This is scary as fuck. But listen and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Everyone all that good info a while ago of not sharing their information with people.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me? Miss me with the bullshit, lady. Miss me with the bullshit. You should know better. You just lectured everyone else on sharing your information. You're causing your own. I'm talking to you. You caused your own damn drama, lady.
What are you talking about? How did I cause my own drama?
If you sent pictures like that to someone and then went to someone and talked about them and shared that information, and then you're worried that the person you shared it with,
yeah,
but yeah, it don't make a fuck. Once you send that shit, it's out there, lady. It's out there.
I didn't send her pictures.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. No.
I didn't
Hold on a
send her
second.
nudes.
Hold on a second. This is Granny. I'm going to say this, and
all right, from this part on.
And
I feel like these people just want reasons to scream.
No, that's not it at all. Let me explain this to you. We are here because we support Granny.
Okay.
We are here because we are Granny subscribers, and y'all are bringing your petty, ignorant, dreamed up drama bullshit over here.
Agree.
That's what we have a problem with.
Agree.
We are here for Granny, and none of y'all pulling this shady shit on each other can expect any of us to support you, because Granny don't pull this shit. Miss me with the bullshit. That's all I got to say, Granny. I love you. Thank you for having me on panel. I'm sorry for all of you TikTokers that feel this certain kind of way, but quite frankly, us subscribers are so sick of y'all's drama that y'all are bringing over here to our favorite creators. We're fucking sick of it. Forgive my language, Granny. I apologize. I've had it. I've had it. I know a lot of us have. I'm not the only one. And that's all I got to say, you guys. Have a blessed day. I'm sorry I just went off. I'm sorry, but I've heard enough.
Well, thank you, Regina. I appreciate you. What I don't understand, though, is if you're saying you didn't send...
I don't know about you guys, but I have serious secondhand embarrassment for her. How? Like, that was drama, Regina. That was sad and sick drama that you just created because you had to throw in how much you idolize someone who lives with their mommy and daddy. You're fucking pathetic. Just saying. But then again, from what I hear, you idolize Dolly too. But I guess you just idolize uneducated people. I don't know what to tell you, but that's kind of sad. And I'm embarrassed that you went so hard for someone that you never even met in person. Like, that's why I'm saying, if anyone did that for me, I would be mortified. It's one thing to like a creator. It's another thing to fucking idolize a creator. Please don't idolize any creator. I don't care who they are. Well, I shouldn't say that. I kind of idolize JCS. But there's a reason. He's very educated. He's smart. He's funny. I speak to him personally. And if you don't know who he is, Jim Can't Swim or JCS Psychology. He's got millions of subs. Very educated guy and pleasure to be friends with. Totally different than these fucking idiots.
Photos of yourself, then why did you assume that there were photos of yourself out there?
Because last year, she had insinuated that the male party involved was going to send over photos too. Okay. That's why.
So you assumed
even
that
if it was no photos, even if there were no photos, the conversation alone was, it was private, and Barbecue knows it was meant for her eyes only. And that should have never happened.
Then, because then you should have never sent anywhere. And
they said it's considered revenge porn when someone takes intimate. Oh, come on.
What do you mean? That's the only option you have. What do you think the cops are going to do? You think the cops are going to find this SBA account and say, hey, take those down? Like, we got to stop calling the cops over dumb shit. There's nothing they're going to do. The cops aren't going to do anything about any of this. The FBI is not going to do anything about this. I mean, it's a waste of resources.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Granny call the cops on Lycan? Didn't Granny call the cops on Natasha Cooper? Didn't Granny call the cops on Angela? Didn't Granny call the cops on Brittany? Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure Granny's a cop caller and have called the cop many of times. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Thank you, Brutally Honest. I thought so too. There's one more part that I want you guys to hear. It's coming up.
Yeah, well,
But that
I
is the only
mean,
option you have, honestly, is to
what would you
privacy
do
strike. I
besides
privacy, privacy
if
strike the
you were
video.
worried about your intimate conversations with a man and or pictures about to be released on a public platform, you wouldn't take it there?
No, I wouldn't call the cops. There's nothing.
Bitch, you fucking took Lycan to court. What are you talking about? Jesus Christ, the lies are endless. Do we forget how quickly we forget, Granny? You took Lycan to court over pictures. You cried and cried and cried and called the police over pictures. And now you're acting like I wouldn't do anything. I bet Lycan has a different story. Because maybe you forgot, but we all remember.
Do about something I think may happen. I think I may be doxxed later. Should I call the cops in case they dox me later?
Well,
No.
I did. I kept it very clean.
You can
I
really
kept
do. I
I kept it
understand.
very clean. I didn't, I wasn't trying to go for her throat or press charges. I made that very clear on the call.
There'd be no charges to press is my whole point.
That's not true. That is not true.
You can't press charges on a whataboutism. What if barbecue decides tomorrow to put out my news? I can't press charges today. It didn't happen.
No, you can't, but it did happen. She posted the video from SBA that had the intimate conversations.
But there's no charges to be had on releasing intimate conversation. Photos, yes, that's revenge.
They were sexual conversations.
So
they were
sexual. That's not illegal,
considered. Yes, it is. The police gave me an option to press charges against barbecue for it last year, and I didn't. They did.
They said interesting.
They said it's considered revenge porn when someone takes intimate, private, sexual conversations that were not meant for.
Sexual conversations is not revenge porn. Revenge porn is pictures, videos. That's revenge porn. Sexting is not revenge porn. That's a fucking lie. So, more lies.
For the public, it falls into the category of revenge porn.
Maybe in your state it does, but I don't understand though. Is okay. So you were given. Why would you
it's
even?
It's just not right. Even if the right, it's just not right. And no, that was part of my problem with barbecue. And we have tried to hash things out a few times, and hopefully this will be the last. It's not right. It's not right, and I'll stick to it. I mean,
why did you send it to her?
Because I was confiding in a girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
That's why.
I understand that.
And she was pissed off. She was the only.
Okay. I stand corrected. I just looked it up. It says, what is revenge porn? Revenge porn involves the unwanted distribution of intimate images, videos, or even text messages. Sexually explicit texts. Hold on. Sexually explicit text messages. Term revenge porn can be misleading because it implies that as the target, you've done something to deserve this treatment or that the perpetrator has a vengeful motive. In most cases, non-consensual pornography or image-based SA are more accurate terms. I did not know that text messages could be considered revenge porn, so I stand corrected. No biggie.
One I sent it to, she was pissed off. We had a falling out, okay, and she took it and ran with it. And she got the guy on her platform, and it was a big fucking mess.
I didn't get the guy on my platform. He actually messaged me. Actually, he didn't even message me. He actually just raised his hand to come in the box.
I don't know if that's true.
Sure he did, barbecue lady, just like your lawyers are watching. Okay.
I have a lot of the videos where you, Midwest, and Tammy, listen, I don't want to revisit this, and I don't want to throw dirt on your name. It's done and fucking over with. I hope it doesn't ever continue.
I'll say this,
You know?
and I mean this with utmost respect, Barbecue. I fight with a lot of people on different times, and I've never had anybody from their real life ever contact me, but you seem to have a lot of people from their real lives contact you.
Well, he was, in her defense, he was from the internet. That's how I met him, on the internet. So he
Oh,
was
and then you
into,
almost did it again with insult? Girl, didn't you learn the first time? Don't trust these YouTubers or
yeah,
TikTokers.
clearly. I know.
Oh,
I know. It's my bad. I mean, but it's done and over with. And that's my point. That was the question that I was going to ask now. Okay. Everyone here, we've all done fuck shit in different ways. We've all done it.
absolutely.
When does it fucking stop? When is enough?
I
When
guess
is
it
going to
stops
be
when
enough?
motherfuckers like you start calling the popo. Hell, I
No,
ain't fucking
no.
with you. You're gonna call the feds to my
Yeah,
house.
and stop
No.
sending things private because you know people are gonna put them out.
Whoa, what is going on right now?
No, but right now I'm getting heat from everybody because I apologize for my wrongdoings with Barbecue and her mother and Salty, right? And I'm getting all this fucking heat now from the opposite side. Why are you making up with Barbecue? Like, this is fucking crazy.
I don't know
It's
anything
juvenile.
about that, sweetie. I'm sorry.
It is juvenile, and I agree with you, but I think that's the problem, though, because, like, did you know any of those people, or did you go there to hate bond? So now they expect you to hate with them, and if you don't hate who they hate, you're not accepted. That's
But
how
I'm
these people
not,
are.
and it's gonna happen on both sides, and it's really fucking unfortunate because I don't want to
It
do
is.
that. I'm over it.
It is,
You know,
but
this
here's
spun
the
out of
thing, though.
control.
You got to remember, too, though, Melissa, like, some of these people that you're sitting with have done horrible things to some of us, right?
Well,
Like,
that
you're
okay.
like, so
Okay, so
it's
listen, I
hard.
want to tell you something. So, and I wanted to address this to Brittany J privately. I did email her and I haven't heard back from her, so I'll say it now. Okay. And I don't listen. Barbecue sent me something the other day that was very disturbing, you know, and I'm getting the impression everyone says, well, this one's that one, that one's this one. Listen, I don't know. Fucking school me. If you want me to know something and you want me to kick up for you, school me and tell me. Well, Barbecue did just that. And I was right there with Brittany J for a lot of stuff, but Barbecue sent me something the other day where it's a clip and she came right out and said that fucking Barbecue's responsible for Becky Hoover. You
Right.
can't say that. You cannot say that.
Right.
Nobody
She's
can say
evil.
that. And yeah, no, you can't do that. And I'm upset about that right now. And I don't know if I'll be in that fucking chat tonight. You know what I mean? So I want to talk about it first and see if, you know, maybe she owned up to it. She apologized
But see,
for it.
I think that's part of the issue is like you want to be able to like float all these places without
Yes.
understanding, right? But you don't understand the impact these people have had to our lives. Like if you're over there, I don't want you in my fucking chat. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
This surpasses YouTube drama. Like these people have gone real life. They try to destroy us. They file litigation, and like you expect to be welcomed everywhere. And I find that to be bizarre. Like if there's
I
ever a
know.
time the line was drawn, it's here, right? Like, and then you
I
were
know.
encouraging Brittany's chat to call the cops on Queen on a whataboutism, and
Yeah, I know. And I apologize to Queen for that. I know. Listen, my temper got the best of me. I was pissed. I was worried. I didn't give a fuck, you know, and I apologize and I'll apologize now again outside of doing it privately with Queen. Like, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry.
May
And we
I
talked about it.
May I say
She,
something?
sure.
I just want to say to Granny, I apologize that everything happened on your panel.
You don't have
And
to
Melissa,
apologize.
the only reason that it's a little uncomfortable for me is this woman has been through so.
Okay, I think I skipped over somehow what I wanted you guys to hear, the final thing, because I didn't even listen to the rest of it, and I hadn't heard this part. But Granny says something about filings or something, and does Granny forget what she did to Natasha Cooper's daughter and passing around a private diary that was the daughter? I think she forgot that. Like, I understand people change, but stop trying to play victim and that you're so much better, Granny. Like, most of us know the dirty shit you've done. And here you act like, oh, why would you call the cops? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? It's scary that you want to portray like you're so fucking innocent when you've done some of the dirtiest shit on here. Like passing around Natasha's daughter's diary. Like, people don't forget, and you act like everyone just forgets. Or faking cancer. Let's go there. There's a million things. And I just don't know why people forget. Yeah, this bitch shouldn't have called the cops on Queen Bee. That was fucking ludicrous. And then she comes out with some weird ass story about it. Bitch, sit down. The girl's fake as fuck. So that was about it. It was a 9-hour live if you want to watch the whole thing. But I pretty much, oh, you didn't know that, Amanda? Oh, yeah. She lied to the judge to get a restraining order against Lycan. And yeah, the story went, this is what made her take Lycan to court in the first place. Natasha Cooper shared her daughter's diary with mods or something. Like she was showing them something. And then the mods shared it with Granny because they know Granny and Natasha, were head to head. So Granny then decides to give it to Lycan to make public. Yeah, she did that. She passed around Natasha's daughter's diary. And then she claimed that, she didn't do it because of, she gave it to Lycan. And it was Lycan that actually did it. So once her and Lycan had a fallout, Lycan told everybody what actually happened. And she tried denying it, but then Lycan kept talking about it and showing messages about it and showing proof that that's how he got it, was Granny gave it to her. So she got so mad that she took, I agree, that she took Lycan to court over it to get him to shut up. And that's when Lycan was history. And she got a restraining order, lied to the judge and everything, and got a restraining order. Lycan never ever posted any photo without her clothes on. She was fully clothed each time. Yeah, she's just a scam artist. And then she fell in this group. But she was talking about something about why would you do this? Or why, that's just wrong. And I'm like, Granny, I bet Natasha Cooper's daughter would think differently. Yeah, she did some fucked up shit, really fucked up shit. Besides faking cancer, that's tip of the iceberg. So for her to sit here and act like she's holier than thou is fucking comical. Dude, stop. Just fucking stop. And you have all these people that are paying her to be fucking a fake. So that's why I said all these people are fucking fake ass frauds. But again, I'm glad Clue called out this chick, and I'm glad Queen Bee called her out. Because she was lying. Amanda, I meant to address you. She had said on Brittany J's panel, I'm going to go troll Queen Bee. I'll be right back. So she went and trolled Queen Bee, and then she called the cops. And then when she got busted, she had a whole new story. She just had a whole new attitude about it. She's fake as fuck. They all are. And the only reason why Melissa is now on this side is because she's such a fucking drama whore that because Brittany J and them lost the lawsuit, so now she's over here trying to kiss ass of the winning side. It's fucking ridiculous. All this drama is just ridiculous. It's funny, though. It was funny to listen to. But I just can't believe the bullshit that was coming out of half their mouths. It was fucking crazy. And another thing, Marie, I don't know if you're still in here, but I wanted you to hear this. I meant to send you the screenshot and I forgot. So when this first came on, when we first turned it on this afternoon, Melissa had said that she gave Barbecue Lady personal information about her daughter and stuff that family didn't even know. Okay, that was my sign that this chick is fucking whacked. Why would you give private, quote unquote, private information about your daughter's death that your own family doesn't know, but you're going to give it to a complete fucking stranger on the internet. Make it make sense. Why would you give money to why would you give private information about your daughter to a stranger on the internet and actually say that your daughter doesn't know? I mean, your family doesn't know this information, but Barbecue Lady does. That right there told me you are a fucking whack job, an absolute whack job, that somebody was looking out for me when you did not answer my text about your daughter's case. So thank you to the gods above, whoever it was that made sure that I was not fucking with this chick, because this chick is bad. Bad news. I know, Amanda, I said to Patreons when we first heard it, I was like, is this bitch fucking crazy? You gave private, and she said it like that too. She's like, and Barbecue Lady has information about my daughter's case that not even family knows. Why? That just told me what a fucking whack job you are. An absolute fucking whack job. Yeah, Marie, I think if I wasn't in the car, if I wasn't driving at the time, I was going to text you because I heard it and I thought of you immediately. Like, thank the heavens above that she did not get back to me. Because holy shit, what a fucking whack job. Bitch is crazy. And like I said, the only reason she's not with Brittany is because Brittany is on the losing side. And she wanted to be on the winning side. Fucking nuts. Nuts. So, wow, I've been on 3 hours. But yeah, that's a 9-hour live. It's on Granny's channel. They originally said that Granny originally said she was going to shut it down, but she's got it was 18,000 views prior to me going live. Now it's at almost 19,000. Yeah, she's not taking that down. That's her highest video ever. Now, mind you, I stopped it at around 7.5 hours. The video goes for 9 hours. So there's still another hour and a half. But I don't know what they talk about. But yeah, it's a long ass live. Crazy. Yeah, all over a cookbook that somebody burned. Who gives a fuck? I just feel like these new people cannot handle drama. They shouldn't be in drama because they can't handle drama at all. None of them can handle fucking drama. It's so weird. So weird. How do you not handle this? But whatever. All right, I'm going to get off though. I want to thank you guys for being here. Don't be strangers. Some of you I haven't seen in a while. But I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Don't forget, order your candles, energycandles.com. And I promise you I won't cry if you don't like it, but I know you will. For those of you that are subscribed, I am going to be running another special for candle subscribers that I know I'm so bad at sending out emails, but I got to get it right. And that's it. So I want to thank you guys for super chats, PayPals, Cash Apps, candle orders, and that's it. All right. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night and stay away from these fucking psychos. And it blows my mind that I was crucified for half of this shit that they do. And yet nobody's got a problem with it. It's fucking weird. But on that note, be good to each other. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.